are live. Hi, everyone. Yes, we can hear. Don't you worry about a thing. Hi. Hey, what's this overlay? This is new tonight. Hi, everyone. Happy Monday. We are here with another episode of Dark Matter. And we're missing two of our crew members tonight. So for all intents and purposes, Zendak is staying on the ship to watch things, to ensure that everything goes well, and to monitor the team's progress from a safe distance. From his bunker, a small gnomish research facility on T'Chaka 9, Doxy and Loxy are going to go over all the notes. It so happens that the download of everything and the scanning of all the paper notes is going to take a bit more time, and thus they are going to stay over in the bunker. But they did ask Zred to go back to the ship and to the crew to let the rest of the crew know what they found, and to let them know, to come pick me up when you're done. This is me. It me, Doxy. Yeah, it works. It works. And thus, this is what will happen right before the game begins. However, let's just go around and do a quick recap of last week. And I think the one person that hasn't done the recap yet is Alex. So, Alex, if you wouldn't mind recapping the game you weren't there for. No. I'm gonna ask our resident Willem Dafoe, Rochelle, to recap what you remember from last game. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. The planet is magnetized. Well, not the planet, but something is holding the ship stuck to the ground, and that thing, from what Twitch was able to tell you, was found somewhere under the quarry near where you landed. Yeah. Yep. The thing that juiced you. Yep. And that's where we are on board the ship. We'll say, for brevity's sake, Zred, you came back to the ship a couple minutes ago, through the magic of cinema, a couple minutes before the game starts. Sure. That would work. Yep. And thus the three of you are in the cargo hold of the ship. What do you do? Nope, that would not be a problem. It's opening yourself, your mind to this thing. Yeah, no, yeah, the whatever thing Juicer is doing. I can tell you right now that it's not spying on your conversations. Like, it's not going to it's not the NSA. It's not going to spy on your conversation and then like drain you from anything. No. There. Yeah, I was gonna say, the people outside aren't wearing spacesuits or helmets. But at the same time, the people outside are dead. So, yeah. Wait, no one, we can't hear anyone. Yeah, let me check. Can you talk?
C'est un revenant de...
Hello.
Yeah, I think it's gonna work now. Please chat, let us know. We'll recap everything.
Yep.
Alright, quick recap. The group landed on the... Okay, it's working. Yeah.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Pro streamer. So the crew
That's
landed
us.
onto Trakanine to deliver the laser. Unfortunately, everyone's dead outside. They dropped off Zred and Doxy at a remote gnomish outpost. Doxy told Zred to come back. Zred was her mind got, or their mind got blended and juiced by whatever thing was calling out in hunger. Same thing that had debilitating effects on the mind of Kebichet, draining all of her energy in but a few moments. And now we're on the ship and we're asking ourselves if the atmosphere outside is safe for all of us to leave.
I've been out there, so yeah.
Yep, you are.
I mean, are you back with us now?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, well, if she can breathe outside, we can breathe. You breathe, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I guess we're safe outside. If
I mean,
one
the one thing
can breathe, I can breathe.
to keep in mind is if you only had known me as a Scathari, then maybe you would take that with a grain of salt since they're so resilient. But you've seen me in other forms, so
Yeah, I don't know what form your real you is, so I'm going to take everything with a grain of salt.
exactly.
But you left Doxy in the bunker, which means that you can keep your true form right now and not have to worry about anything. Except
Edda
the cat.
doesn't know either.
I don't know.
Oh! Shoot, I forgot. Yeah. Alright, never mind.
Oh
I mean-
my god, a Rothian!
That might change tonight, but right now he doesn't know.
Alright, do you want me to go out? I'll go outside. Do we have any kind of equipment that still works that could give us a reading of the atmosphere outside?
Oh,
Well,
Twitch
theoretic-
says it's breathable. Y'all are crazy.
I thought Twitch was out of commission.
Twitch, are you feeling better?
Nope.
Anything we can do to make you feel better?
Get me off this rock.
Can you power on the boosters and get us off the rock?
Nope.
Is
Are
it mechanical?
Nope.
Is it magical?
Yep.
I hate magical stuff. Okay. No offense to
not-
both of you.
I'm not going to be offended. Twitch, can you keep an eye on the captain? He looked a little
Off.
off for a while.
Yep.
Also, make sure those little things that are flying around and bonding with Stella do not get into my medical laboratory.
You hear the door of the med bay close and lock.
Thank you very much.
Was Stella still in the med bay?
Nope.
Okay, good, because that would have been a problem.
Nope, Stella isn't in the med bay.
No. Her her paw needed bandaging, but that's it, really.
Okay, I thought she was still in there. Okay.
No, I healed her and shoot her out the door before I went to meditate. So, Eddard, after you.
Well, do you get out?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said something else and that you cut off.
No,
yeah, I'll
After
open
you.
the airlock and step out.
All right. What do you bring with you?
I mean, I have no idea what's going on. The ship is stuck there. I'm armored up.
All right.
And yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna have my 2 trusty pistol, and I'm gonna strap on my back my rec gun, just in case.
Okay.
Kebachet is in full armor. She left her robes behind, but she's bringing the staff. She'll
Ooh.
need it, she expects.
Heavy artillery. I like this.
It's a very useful tool.
And Zred.
Thread will just be in. I think that they've gone back to their Scathari form, but I think that you will notice that instead of the little mock, they've been practicing some other things in their downtime, and now has a small little floating form next to them, which I don't like saying this word, but I'm going to say it because that's the name of the spell, or the name of the familiar, but it's called a spook, which is a small undead, and it has incorporeal... I can't say that word today after no sleep. Anyway, it can
Incorporeal.
move through other creatures and objects as if they were difficult terrain.
So it's Boo
That
from
sort of thing.
Mario.
Yes.
So you have the tiny droplet-like shape of baby ghost floating around you. And you all
Yes.
step out of the ship into a deserted camp.
I will look over at Kebachet and be like, hey, what you think?
Well, it's very different. I do like it. It's, very nice. And does it have a name?
Does it matter?
Well, I just like to know if I'm referring to it by something in particular.
Whatever you'd like.
All right, I'll workshop something. It'll come up to me in a moment. By the way, things are hungry. Just be careful. Things are very hungry.
Yes, you felt that too. That was excruciating.
Extremely. Oh,
Well-
Eddard.
While they're chit-chatting, I'm gonna check the closest bodies around to see if I can figure out how they died.
Bullet wounds to the back.
Oh, fair enough. All of them?
Pretty much.
Can I-
Looks like there was a giant firefight between everyone.
And those people here were running away from XYZ direction?
No, it actually looks like everyone was standing their ground. That one particular fellow probably turned their back at the wrong moment and got shot. But the way the bodies are strewn about, it looks like a battlefield more than a retreat.
Okay.
Um,
Go ahead.
you're gonna tell us this?
Yes.
At which point, Kebachet's going to come out and go, All right, then. And she'll look at the nearest body to see if there's anything medical other than the bullet wounds.
You turn the body over.
Mm-hmm. She uses the staff to do so.
When you turn the body, you notice that the face is open. The mouth is open, and so are the eyes, wide open. But where the eyes should be, it's just an orb of inky blackness. Where the mouth should be, it's just dark. There are no teeth. There are no tongue. It's just a void.
And only Zendex saw something.
I'm gonna go take a look at other bodies, and if they're not turned around, turn them around to see if they have the same symptoms as this one.
Any living body, yes. There's a trio of Vect. So, droids.
Right.
If you will, robots. Vex are robots. That are huddled together. They do not appear to have ranged weapons with them, like pistols or rifles. But they have, one of them has a metal pipe. Another one has a knife. Another one has a sword. And they are surrounded by the dead bodies of other living creatures who have turned, their eyes black and everything. It seems like whatever it is didn't affect necessarily the robot, or at least you might be inclined to believe that the three robots had to fend off a wave of these things.
I'm gonna go to Kibeshet and ask, is it possible that this is a biological weapon?
I don't think it's so much a biological weapon, Eddard, as something that is very, very hungry.
But the bodies are still here.
Yes, so Eddard, do you recall, I do apologize, it was most unseemly of me. Did I disturb you when I screamed about, 20 minutes ago?
I quite recall you screaming, yes.
Well, apparently what's over here, it's, very, very hungry. And it's not quite, I would say, discerning about where it gets its meal. But I also don't think it's intentionally harmful.
Okay. So it's feeding on what it can get.
Yes, that's been my impression. Jred, do you have any alternating impressions at the moment?
I think that sums it up pretty well. As soon as I tried to use any of my psychic abilities, it tried to suck out every ounce of brain juice, I guess. I don't know.
Yes, it was quite disconcerting. I do apologize. It was most unseemly of me. I apologize. I shan't tap him again. It was quite draining at the moment. For a note, she looks peaked but not exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Understood. Okay. So in this case, more than likely, do you think that's what's keeping the ship here, as it knows it has a new food source?
I don't know if what's keeping the ship here and what was trying to dine on us are the same thing.
Huh.
I would not like to make assumptions without further investigation, but to my understanding, it's a possibility. We'll put that under column A, something to test. Maybe also something one of the competing factions employed to prevent opposing factions from gaining the upper hand in whatever they were attempting to do.
I'd like all of you to make an investigation check. Please.
Mm-hmm. Yes. This will go very poorly.
Yeah, whatever.
14. Oh, no, I get a 6.
Yeah, because you have. Haha, I forgot.
I have. Yes, I have 1 level of exhaustion. I get a 6.
Forgot about that. Everyone except for Kebachet. As you're looking around and hearing this theory that, you know, all the competing factions, you notice that most of the people that were gunned down were members of groups other than the Coalition. Coalition being the, like, private military. Remember last week you learned that there was at least 1 ship of Coalition mercenaries that landed on T'Chaka 9. Those Coalition members that were killed, because there are some among the dead, they've been killed by whatever means the other people here had. Some by bullets, but a lot of them by just unconventional weapons. Like rocks and mining picks and machinery.
Wow. Any kind of, like, comm tower or traffic control tower or anything that, because this is a landing pad, correct?
It's not even you landed in a zone that was cleared out for ships to land.
Oh.
But this entire place looks more like a refugee camp than it's a temporary mining installation.
Okay. I was hoping you could find any kind of logical reason why we would be trapped here. Okay. Anything under the ship, like a glyph or runes of sort that would, like, we would have activated a trap spell or something.
I will send my my spook around to go and see what it can see and report back.
All right.
As well.
Beyond, it'll take about a half hour as it, you know, circles around and around. After about a half hour, it comes back. Beyond the camp is a quarry, and there are lights blinking at the bottom of the quarry.
It's not ominous. I will relate that to the group. We'll say there's a quarry past this camp, and there are lights blinking at the bottom of it.
Maybe some machinery is still operational.
Scratch.
It turns its belly up.
That's cute.
It also tells you that there's nobody.
There's no body or nobody?
Both. The quarry seems empty.
Well, I will say it's earned its scratch.
Well, let's go take a look and see if they dug up something that could have caused this to happen. That's there's nothing else around, to be honest. So you said that took about half an hour, correct?
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I'd like to search this, whatever, tent or...
Yeah, there are some, like, temporary bunkers.
Right. See if there's anything either of interest or anything at all.
Make a perception check. Kebachet and Sred, do you do anything during that time?
Did you say that there was some of the androids that were alive in there, or that were
They were killed.
or that were they were killed? Oh,
But
okay.
they seem to have
I
banded
misunderstood.
together because their bodies were found, you know, with their back up against one another, fending off other people.
Okay, thanks for clarifying that. Sorry.
No problem. And Kebachet?
She's attempting to be both a cleric and a doctor, and she's going through the bodies that are nearby and kind of arranging them, saying final prayers over them, but also checking them for other possible information about whatever medical thing that they can get.
Make a medicine check in your case, please.
Mm-hmm.
While you're doing that, I will help you just to get them situated. So I may
90.
be a murderer, but I'm not,
Heartless.
a monster. Wait, I am a monster, but wait.
You're not a
I've done
monster
okay.
monster.
You're
I've
not a
learned
horrid
enough.
being.
So as far as the search check of the camp, there used to be a comm relay. And what you found, Eddard, is that the cables from the antenna, they go into the quarry. And they probably go down to wherever, like, a main console could be found.
I do have a way of communicating with the outside world.
Yeah. As for the medicine, so most of them, well, all of them are dead, but most of them are covered in dirt and dust. But some have this, like, dark green grime under their nails. And there's even one, we'll call him the janitor, because so an older human being, dressed like a janitor. We all recognize janitors. It's a universal thing. Has his left hand has a bunch of tiny shards of red glass embedded in it. But when you remove them, just out of curiosity, the wound, the hole under, closes automatically.
Do I think this gentleman will arise?
Nope. It seems that whatever touches the glass, or whatever was in the glass before, and you're thinking probably a healing potion, has still like residual energy left behind. He won't get back up, that's for sure. But he might have, tried to survive more than everybody else.
So he attempted to survive. He's not going to come back as an undead.
No. I'm not even gonna ask your religion for that. He's not. There's nothing undeadish about this person.
Okay. She's using tweezers to kind of pull these things out and put them in her bag. And all right. Well, he had enough time to attempt to heal himself, or at least attempt to survive. Survival seems to be the. Yes. I'm concerned that this might have been an ongoing and extended, prolonged event, not a short one. There's evidence here of this gentleman attempting to heal himself. There was enough time in between waves of attacks that he at least had the opportunity to grab something that would use that. His effectiveness is obviously, well, incomplete, but that suggests that he most likely at least had a brief opportunity to grab something. If you're that ambushed that you're being attacked, then, well, you're busy running and not taking a moment to turn around and treat yourself medically.
Were the body, I want to say place, but would there be any kind of
story you could trace back?
Right, like were they all running from the quarry and they were ambushed
You
there?
want to Batman the whole scene?
Yeah, I do.
Make an investigation check. No, make a survival check. Okay, fine. You rolled a nat 20. I'm not gonna fuck up with that.
Damn.
All right.
I'm gonna Batman the crap out of this.
They all killed each other. If you were to gauge what happened, some people went out of the camp towards the quarry. And that's when shit hit the fan. The first victims are on the outskirts of camp. It seems like after this happened, and they were killed by coalition members. After this happened, the miners tried to run away. Miners, researchers, I'll say
Personnel.
civilians. I'll say civilians for anything that wasn't part of the coalition, or Grax's guys for cheaps. Grax's guys Praxis guys for cheap. Fucking mouthful.
GGC.
Yeah, mercenaries. So civilians ran away and were promptly shot. Some managed to flee and either counterattack, retaliate, or fortified their positions, behind a tent, behind a rock, or whatever. But it seems like the first wave of attackers was from that outskirt of camp. And then it just became a free-for-all. Except for the janitor. The tracks of the janitor are much more recent than everybody else. It seems like the janitor tried to run away
After.
yesterday.
Oh.
Everybody else has been dead for about 2-3 days.
Any way for me to retrace his steps?
Quarry.
And that the quarry is not in the same direction that the attack came from.
Yep.
It is?
Yep.
I think that's where we need to go. Plus, I saw cables that were leading from the communication console going more than likely toward the main console, mainframe, I suppose. Wish Doxy was here for this one.
You can reach Doxy remotely with your telecom anyway.
Okay. If I need him.
Oh no, that's true. No, long range communication doesn't work on that planet.
Oh.
You're on your own.
Yeah. Okay. Well, shall we make our way to the quarry? See what those lights are about. See if we can find a way to perhaps have long range communication.
If you can, Eddard, I think you need to go first.
Absolutely.
Also, be prepared for anything. Based on your description of what happened here, very well done, by the way.
Thank you.
I believe that we might have some unexpected company in the quarry.
Oh, I believe you are right. And I don't think well, at this point, more than likely they're expecting us. They saw a ship land.
And they're doing something to keep it down. Do we wish to be silent or noisy?
I believe going silently would be the best course of action. Although, I don't think I'll be quite silent.
Meaning, I'll probably fail my stealth checks.
Yep.
Well... if we want to
Anybody?
be... I can try and help you with that, actually. I can
Oh.
definitely try and help you with that. Eddard, look at me. And she grabs the sides of your face and just forces you to look at her.
I'm looking straight in her eyes.
You just want to think quietly and silently as she brings her hands down on either side of you and casts guidance on you. Over
No,
your
I
arm.
don't have disadvantage, but I don't have advantage.
No, you have a D4.
Oh, a D4. I thought
Yeah.
it was...
No, it's a D4.
Okay.
Guidance is a D4. So whatever you roll, you add a D4 to it.
Okay.
You still have disadvantage, but you can add the D4.
If it's
To
not good
try to
enough. Good.
counterbalance.
I like that.
Simon,
Yes?
just out of curiosity, I'm an expert, and I think in my alchemist kit. Can you remind me what that got me again? For some reason, I thought that I could do a potion, or I got some kind of thing that I could do.
With the
Based
alchemy
on that.
kit? Yep. Let me just check. That's on your sheet.
Yes.
All right.
So
Open that up. Is it just called the alchemy kit?
alchemist supplies, and I know that we talked about it in our session 0, but I couldn't remember.
Yes. All right. So when you have a day or so to yourself, you can make healing potions with it. However, see, knowing that you're an expert in alchemy such as that, I don't think you would need to roll to know that the crystal that was found is a one of the prime ingredients for healing potions. It's like raw healing potion. It's like instead of, yep, the person probably tried to eat raw healing.
They did their best. I would relay that to Kevichet if I saw her with those. Okay.
So basically,
So-
anytime you think that your knowledge of alchemy would come in handy, you would roll a d20 plus the bonus. I think it's intelligence. So it's a
Plus
d20 plus
proficiency.
intelligence plus twice your proficiency.
Ow.
Okay.
So you rarely fail. Like Zendak in being a lawyer.
Okay. I just didn't know if that also meant that I could sort of retcon it to where I may have had a potion or something ready
Sure.
as we're moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have one healing potion. Let's say
Alright,
two.
thank
Two
you.
healing potions with you.
Thank you.
And they heal for 2d4 plus 2 each.
And those are only good for 24 hours, right?
No, they're good forever.
Oh.
Takes
Even better.
24 hours to make, but they're good forever.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry for the.
Oh, no
Forever.
problem. No
Hey,
problem.
we're all
at all.
learning.
I appreciate.
So, you make your way to the quarry. All
Yes,
three
sir.
of you. And the quarry is this square, almost like rounded square hole in the ground. It's not like a full-fledged quarry like we would see here on Earth because they haven't had time to dug up everything. But there's one wall that goes down for about 50 feet and ends at a 90-degree angle. There's an enormous garage door, like a steel sliding door, closed. It's roughly 30 feet wide by about 15-20 feet high. Like it takes about half the space of that wall. And the rest of the quarry is this like basin of rubble and dust, and it slowly goes up in a slope on the one side where you could go down on foot, but you'd have to be careful. Whereas the two other sides are too steep to... You could rappel down, but you're better off going to the gentler slope. At the bottom of the quarry, there is a second entrance. There's a third, but the rubbles have just covered it all up. So there's the garage door, and then there's another tunnel that goes in near the garage door. So probably like some sort of emergency exit, but the door is still open.
About the tunnel, does it look like the rocks were pushed out, or was it like gradually like dug in?
You mean like the exit with the door open, or the one with the rubble that covers everything?
Oh, okay. I must have misunderstood then. Good.
Yeah, no, the tunnel itself is something that was dug up by humans.
But then
Like by
collapsed.
people. Yeah, one of them collapsed. So they probably had like the garage door and then two different entrances. And one of them, it just, the whole, ground collapsed in it.
Okay.
But there's no body.
What about the lights that the
Next to the garage door, there's a blinking blue light.
blue light? Okay.
Yep.
The cables, do they still snake all the way there?
But then they end up under the rubble. They don't look damaged. And feeling the cables with your hand, you know that these are like the Ethernet cables that go under the ocean that sharks try to bite through.
Mm-hmm.
Sharks.
It's that solid. You don't think that the rocks falling on it, on top of it, would have broken. If anything, the quality of the signal might be lessened, but they wouldn't be damaged beyond use.
Okay. Well, there's no way going in there, but that was my main plan.
Edard,
Yes.
I freely acknowledge that mines are not usually my cup of tea. It's not usually my natural terrain. I don't like, not usually my place to be. But do you recall any? I'm trying to recall if there's any reason why you would have a particularly blue light outside a door. I mean, I know in hospitals that's indicating of something else, but what about in mines or quarries?
Red light would mean emergency. Green light usually would mean go or available. But blue light really doesn't strike anything to me, myself.
I mean, usually it strikes me as quarantine, but that's a separate issue.
Can I do any kind of check for that? To see if because I personally have no clue what a blue light would be.
Make a
aside from-
wisdom check.
Is this something that I could send my ghost in to the tunnel to
Oh yeah,
investigate?
definitely. Can go through walls.
So I would do that as well.
All right. You are sending it through the garage door, the open door, or the rubble?
Whichever one they were pondering over with the blue light.
Oh, that would be the garage door.
Then yes.
Yep, garage. And I got a 15 on wisdom.
It's blue light because they had blue bulbs.
Okay.
I'm an idiot.
It's just that. They probably... It's a temporary installation, so they made away with all the safety concerns that... And also it was probably not 100% legit. So they did what they had to do.
All right.
Which is the
Well,
bare
we'll see
minimum.
when the globe comes back. You said there was an open door, correct?
Yeah.
There's the garage door. The garage door is closed.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an open door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make my way to the
All right.
open door and peek inside.
The spook comes back and says, "There are people."
I look to my compatriots and I say, there are people. And I say, is there more that you can tell me about these people?
I'm gonna stop dead in my track and like freeze.
The ghost goes like this as much as it can with its tiny hands.
Oh.
Michael
watched it.
Jackson's.
I've watched enough media. I think by this point that Red would know what that means.
Yep.
We had what was it that came out of our replicator? Jelly beans or something?
Mhm.
I've got some in my pockets and I try to give it to
It
to my ghost.
it eats it, and just like in Casper, it falls down.
Well, I tried. Like, you're doing good work. I will ask it if there's more of these anywhere besides in the garage.
It can go look around. It's gonna take a while though because it doesn't move as fast. Like yes, it can go through walls, but it doesn't move as fast as any one of you. But you can send them in. How long do you want to wait?
I will ask my compatriots for that. But I think as you guys are watching, and it is me actually doing as Red, as a Skithari, being like, are there any more of these? So you just see with its weird little Skithari hands.
What are you doing? Are you dancing?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
yeah,
True.
it's
What?
the thriller. It's
Um,
the thriller. That's what I got out of it.
Oh no, I understand. Edard has no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Edard, it's a historical popular fiction film musical. It was very entertaining. I thought it was enjoyable.
You have to show me later.
About undead.
Oh. I'm gonna start whispering.
I'll say, not everybody gets that reference. Who hasn't seen that? Like, I hadn't seen it before a month ago. So.
And Kevichet is just talking back to Dred mentally. It's like, it's fine. He's a little odd, but he's very nice.
Okay.
I thought the dancing was very nice.
Thank you.
We can't hear you, Alex.
Oh, well, that's what happens when I put myself on mute. I'm going to slowly and as quiet as possible go toward the open door to peek inside and see if there is any of those dancing zombies.
None. It's dark. There's a few lights out in the distance.
Like lights or lights?
Like this. There are 4 lights. No.
Oh, wow. And that's how we get copyright striked.
Oh, come on. Eddard. Cedric,
Oh god, the map is...
Cappuccet.
This is amazing.
So you can put your characters wherever you want as long as it's within the blue rectangle.
I'm not going in. Well, I said I was peeking in, so I suppose I go in.
No,
per se.
just yeah, but for all intents and purposes, and so people can see. And also, I need to fix something up. Twitch is going to have control over a lot of you.
I'm gonna place myself right there. Right here.
I'm going to be probably behind you.
So
It's not showing for me, so just put me
Oh,
wherever
it-
makes sense.
It's
I-
is it completely black for you?
Yeah.
Oh, can
Oh,
you
give
click on
me-
your character?
Give me a second. Yeah, your character should have been there.
I can see
Hmm.
Zred, but
Oh no!
I can-
Wait, I know why Zred doesn't see anything. It's okay, Zred. I got you. I got you.
it's a permission issue.
You're blind. You're not blind anymore. If you move around on the zoom in and out, it should be fixed. No? Yes?
Yay, we all fixed.
Yes.
I'm
Oh, is that the cable conduit thing that I see in front of me?
Well, maybe it is. Maybe it ain't. Maybe I'm just gonna check to make sure that people can see at home.
Yeah, they can. I can see it on.
There you go. All right, so if everyone is here and everyone can see, the ghost went out, came back, and said that it gives this, paraphrase the report, there are 2 levels in this mine, or actually more like 3. Beyond the garage door is to the south of where you are. And there's a handful of these. In here, there's nothing apparently until you get to the big machine. It didn't go all the way north, but it knows that it keeps going. There are rails in that place. And then
Okay.
there's apparently another level under. He called it the red level. The red place.
Ooh,
But the red
what makes
place
it red?
looks empty.
Thank you. And I try to give it another Skittle, knowing that it's not Skittle, Jelly Bean, knowing that it's not effective, but it makes me feel better.
Can you roll a d20? Please.
I can. Ooh, I got a 19.
So the jelly bean falls on the floor, and it looks at it, and it floats down and like picks it up,
Oh,
and it can just hold it like this.
I think that's what it's supposed to do. So I give it another scratch. I've been watching like the equivalent of Caesar Milan's animal training stuff. like, oh, we're bonding.
So yeah, you that's where you are, and what we're gonna do is we'll do initiative. Basically, we'll do all of you in order, and if you encounter something, then it'll go after all of you. So in front of you, what you can see is, well, bones. Seems like
Oh,
someone
boy.
was partly disintegrated. The cables go through at the top of the where you are. So obviously, Eddard, you would notice outside that the cables were on the ground, so they must at some point go up and go closer to the ceiling. There's a big drilling machine that is still working. Anytime you notice these big drills, they're working slowly, like the power has been mostly drained away, but they are working.
They're still drilling.
Yeah, you
active.
can hear the hum and the like of the drill, but it's drilled pretty much all it could. Nobody's there to move it,
Okay.
but it keeps working. And those rocks in the corner that you see, those grayish rocks seem to be what the drills are trying to mine out. Yep, those ones. They, even from where you are, they seem to emanate a very, very soft glow. Like a soft gray glow. They smell of psychic energy.
I mean, can I smell that myself? Is that
There's
something
only
I can
one person that can smell it.
Okay, good. That's what I make sure.
But it smells like stale psychic energy. Like it's long been depleted.
I will relay that to my group,
Okay.
and I will put some in my pockets.
Yo,
so
it
you
smells
are
like
advancing
stale
to that.
crackers in here. Yeah, you'd have to move
Yeah.
up to, so you can just move your little mini up to that
At a
square.
certain point, when you're pretty hard up, sometimes the cracker will get you through,
Yep.
even if it's just a reminder of what you've lost. But
I'm going to position myself in the middle of the room. If you want to, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Kibishot's going to move like right about here, and then she's going to try and see if she can sense any undead anywhere near them.
I mean,
Well, you know, you can just look north.
that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, I know. That's what I figured.
In combat
oh.
armor is a shambling coalition member. Yes.
For your reference, she has 90 feet of dark vision.
Oh, 90?
Crap.
Well,
Yep.
let me fix that.
That's a blessing of the void.
Let me do a fix
Praise the
that.
void.
Praise the void. It heals
Um,
all, it sees all.
Whoa. So 90 and like that, because it's dark vision.
Mhm.
There you go.
Yep. That's what I thought.
So in the distance with your dark vision, you see a couple of other things. One of which is, well, the cables keep going into the darkness, but to your right here, you notice what seems to be a barrier, like a fence. And there's something big over here in the top, in the distance. But behind you is a shambling coalition member, walking closer to you. The voice coming out of its helmet. Identify yourself. Identify yourself. Identify yourself. And it just repeats and repeats. To the west of you, where you were going, you see these civilians dressed in their gray jumpsuits. Miners, shambling, miling about. When they hear the voice echo, identify yourself, they turn slowly and start making their way in your direction. I'd have to do this. And that would be their turn. Now is yours.
Do
So
you
are
want
we
to roll
rolling?
initiative?
Oh no, we're not gonna roll. We're gonna do you, them, you, them, you, them. So you can decide between amongst each other who goes first, what you want to do. So we're gonna do chill fighting tonight. Hi everyone,
chill.
welcome to Wandering DM. This is late night chill fighting in a haunted mine.
We need to do a game like that at some point.
We're gonna take our first caller tonight. Coalition member number 5. The line is yours. Hi, what's up? Identify yourself.
I knew you were gonna do that.
Yes, Gab.
I'm a cleric. I don't like undead.
With your dark vision, you notice these undead. Their eyes are swirling pools of dark,
Oh.
and their mouths hang wide open, with just like this swirl of dark purple energy drooping like ink.
Do I think that the void has them?
Yep.
Do I think the void would be upset if I attempted to put them down?
Yes. But not as much as you letting yourself die.
Okay.
You're still a vehicle of the void. So in this case, it's a matter of lesser evil. But there might be a need for atonement later.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen and others, apparently we're going to have some guests soon.
I wonder if there's any way we can quarantine them off. You said they're the civilians, at least. From
The
Maybe-
soldier?
from the soldier.
Well, they're
So
all...
that they don't have to get slaughtered, but
Yes, I'm going to do a thing.
Mhm.
I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope.
What does it do?
Oh boy.
I love this. I love this spell. Do.
Hope and vitality. Choose any number of creatures within range, so probably all 3 of you.
Yep, all 3 of us. I guess technically, does your familiar have like hit points, or should we be concerned about that?
it
The familiar would not be attacked. I don't attack familiars unless, I don't know, unless Rochelle
Okay.
becomes an annoyance.
Okay.
Well, that could
well,
happen.
That could happen.
Oh, don't
But,
attack us.
normally I don't attack familiars.
Yep.
Unless-
It has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws, and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Cool.
Wow.
I was gonna say, unless you actively put your familiar in danger, there won't be a problem.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's literally just gonna hold the holy symbol under her armor, hold the staff in front of her, open her eyes, and like dark light comes out of the staff
Mhm.
and just kind of falls on the 3 of us. Well,
Because it's dark light. You notice all the smears on everyone's clothes. I had to do it.
I don't look at that. I just don't.
Mind you, you notice through the dark light that both the miners and the coalition member, yeah, they bled.
No. Oh, they bled. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. They're not
So
alive.
Yep. They're very, very dead, everyone. Let's keep going. They're currently in the possession of the Void. Apparently the Void needs them.
I can definitely help them go to the void.
Well, they're already there.
Oh. Well, they're a threat right now, so let's.
Not yet. Let's keep going.
I mean, going in?
We need to get out of here, right?
Yeah, we do.
And the only way to get our ship out of here is to remove whatever impediment exists for our ship.
I feel like we're going to attract just more of them. We should probably just dispatch them right here, right now.
I think if we make loud noises, they'll get more of them inside. And if we just kind of be quiet as we pass by, we should be fine.
All right, but the moment one of them attacks us, all bets are off.
Of course. Self-defense is always important.
Good. Let's see if we can sneak about. The only place I can see we could go would be to the south. This
You
way.
can absolutely head to the south. You can move, so in a turn, if you want to stay careful, You can move up to 6 squares. 12 if you run.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, if you want to know how to, is it with space? Right
It's
click.
the arrow.
Pressing Q. So you hold down Q and you move your character, and it's gonna tell you where, how many like squares and how many feet that is. So you hold down Q on your keyboard, and then you drag your miniature around,
It's gonna tell me how many.
and it's gonna tell you how many feet you require to move somewhere.
Ah, that's amazing.
Yeah, I sort of did it with Red 2 seconds ago. So if you don't want to go like 1, 2, 3, 4 and count on your screen, you can
Like
just
I
hold
did?
down Q and drag and drop.
All right. It's Red. Follow us to infinity.
Do you have control over your... Okay, I was afraid that I didn't give you control, since I didn't give you sight in the first place. So you make your way to the south. And you see the pale light of something coming out of a corridor.
Oh,
Cade.
maybe a console.
It looks more like it's a built structure, like a bunker,
Okay.
would be the light coming out of somewhere inside. So, if anything, there's power somewhere in the mine. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I would continue to have my
Holy
my little
crap! That
sweep
one's
check
fast.
stuff out too.
It's 30 feet.
To have your ghost looking about.
Yeah.
It
Say what's going on in there?
It warns you that you're about to be shot in the back.
Yikes!
So I will not
Um.
have advantage. But the coalition person still tries to shoot at you.
Okay.
Zombies with guns. That can only end well.
Yeah, well, it's not the greatest person to shoot, but... Oh, natural 20.
Okay.
It's fine, don't worry. Don't worry.
You take 18 points of damage, Zred.
Okay.
As you are shot by a blast in the back.
All right.
Really.
And the voice in the armor says, "Stand down. Stand down. Stand down." And it just repeats, "Stand down," over and over. Against both Kebichet and Eddard, the miners that came up to you are now trying to hold you down and plant their void-filled mouth somewhere on yourself. And you
No,
feel
thank you.
as the mouth comes closer, it's like a vacuum cleaner. So if it gets close to your clothes, like your clothes start to pull toward the mouth and then tear like a blender.
Wow, that.
The armor?
Not the armor, like it's not enough to destroy an armor, but like if you have like
Leave
pieces
my
of
armor
cloth
out
or
of
whatever.
this.
I'm wearing armors.
A 17 against Cade and a 17 against Kebichet. So do I hit on a 17 against your
Oh
armor?
hell no!
And Keb?
Nope.
All right. So they get closer and they try to get to you as you hear the in the back on Zred. Now it's your turn.
Dred, are you well?
Yeah. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Let me know when you're not.
I will. So it's my turn?
Yep.
All right. So I'll have to double check and see how familiar works, but I want my ghost to go and life drain the coalition person.
Ooh. Yep.
I put it in our chat here because I
Yeah,
It's
sure.
not in the other.
Oh, you mean in the...
It's not in the roll 20.
Okay.
Just
Oh no, all the cameras are gonna screw up.
what?
Yeah. 2 seconds, everyone.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know that was.
No, that is, my bad.
Okay. So let's see.
Look.
I lost track of what I wanted to do
No, that's okay. Life drain.
for them. But for me, I want to. Let's see here. How about Eye of Anubis?
I like that one. I bet like
I
that
do
one.
too. I'm gonna have like freaking 6 different
6 different...
windows open.
Oh.
Like, which freaking thing do I gotta look at here?
But you got it. You rolled, and that's the damage.
Okay.
Let me just check if you hit, though. On, who are you Eye of Anubising?
The coalition member, the one that shot me.
The, what does the spell look like?
All right. A beam of tenebrous moonlight streaks from your left eye towards a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d8 necrotic damage and cannot take the disengage actions until the end of your next turn.
Then you hit, and you do damage. And it's a d20 plus 4 if you wanted to know for your tiny ghost.
Wow.
So it
Okay.
can go close. If you roll high enough, it's gonna hit, and target's gonna take 9 points of necrotic damage.
All right. And you did that already?
Oh, I'll do
Or
it.
did I?
No, it's okay.
That's fine.
I
didn't
wasn't
know.
sure if you wanted me to do it, because I
That's
failed.
It's fine. It would be just the same percentage chance for me to fail as well. So.
But yeah, so your ghost is fluttering about the coalition zombie. As what does the rest of the group do?
All right. I would like to know not how tall, but how high is this cavern?
About 10 feet.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to turn around, activate my boosters, go 5 feet this way, 5 feet this way.
When you say this way and this way, I can't see it. So just tell me, like, describe to me, and then move your butt up. You're muted.
I want to go above Zred and toward the coalition soldier.
All right. Yep. Zred, do you try to prevent Eddard from moving? Then yeah, you can go right ahead. So you
If
jump
only
and
my boosters
somersault,
would act as flamethrower behind me, that would be awesome.
and then you'd burn Zred.
No, I want to burn the zombie.
So you somersault over Zred, get next to the zombie, and what do you do?
Pew pew.
With what?
That's for sure. Oh, with my I forgot the name. Swarm pistols.
All right, get the pistols out, fire away, point blank.
All right.
All right, pew pew pew, deal your damage.
I believe I click here.
13.
Yes.
Hey, that's
Still
not
up?
hard. Earlier. Yeah, it is still up. That's
17.
another hit.
Another 8.
It's almost dead. You fire away in a hail of bullet because those are gnome made, so it's not a laser, but it's actual physical bullet, and the sound echoes across the tunnels as you fire away at the coalition member, and it reels with each blow. But there's no blood. There's nothing. Your bullets just, they go in, and that's it. It's like shooting at a bag of sand. But it seems to have an effect because it's getting harder for the creature to keep its movement straight, and it's slowly like jerking and twitching, and the jerking and twitching becomes more and more rapid as you fire more and more into it. Keb.
She's going to look around, look at the poor unfortunate who attempted to harm her a moment ago, and she's going to cast Toll the Dead on them.
Bong.
It's a DC 16.
Yep.
Ow.
Wisdom save.
Nope. So which one did
9.
you fire at?
The one that attacked her.
That attacks Red?
Or no, that attacked Kevichet.
Oh, that attacked Kevichet. So if it's a D8, that would be 9 points of damage. Blah. It seems to have taken a good amount of the energy from that creature, because as the noise tolls in its ears that only it can hear, you see it puts its hands around its ears and moans, and one of the arms just falls off.
I'm very sorry about that.
Now, was it the arm that was holding the gun?
Oh, no, the miner doesn't have a gun.
I
I
attacked
forgot it
the
was the
miner.
miner. Sorry.
I attacked the miner.
No, the other... So there's now one miner that keeps going, shambling forward, and will just shamble onto Zred. The coalition person, you notice, Eddard, you're a trained warrior.
Yes, I am.
You notice that the coalition person is just holding their rifle the same way and just, pulls on the trigger. It doesn't try to do anything. It's not... It's like it doesn't even know that it's shooting.
He's basically on autopilot.
Yeah, basically. It's a crit hit on Eddard for the gun. And then for my two friends... Wait, is it because I just say, roll... No, it's a roll a d20. Okay, it's not just roll 20. I just want to make sure. Zred, would a 6 against your armor class hit? The answer is probably no.
No.
And 16 on Kevichet.
Nope.
Alright. Unfortunately, poor little Space Marine takes 16 points of damage as a blaster bolt hits you straight in the stomach.
How are you looking, Eddard?
Oh, I'm fine.
Let me know when you're not.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, I need to get a calculator for this. I'm just gonna use my brain.
You can definitely use your brain. Zred, it's your turn. Or anyone in your party. It's up to you.
All right. So I want my little squishy ghost to go and attack the one with a rifle again.
Alright, let me do that
Well,
right away.
Base. And then I want to cast Hex. Let's see, make sure I've got the right one up here. Hex Discord. So I'll put it in chat so you can see there. But it has to choose one creature you can see within 60 feet to make a wisdom saving throw.
And if it fails...
Then it has to... The creature must use its action before moving to make a melee weapon attack. A creature that you choose.
Against the creature that you choose. Okay.
So I want the miner that's not been damaged to attack the one that is next to Kevichet.
Alright, and what is your DC for your spells? Which number do I have to beat? Oh my god, I forgot. It's not even a 15, it's a 13 that he rolled. Because it's -2.
Where is there red X on the...
'Cause he dead. And there's a tiny ghost that comes out of its armor.
Wow, was not expecting that.
Yeah, tiny ghost fucking OP. And your DC, I think, is 8 plus your charisma. It's a 14.
14?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the number at the top there. So I fail. So yeah, I will attack the other person.
Okay, I think that's. Is it on its turn?
It's on its turn, but you know what? I don't care. It hits.
We're playing it a little bit more Powered by the Apocalypse style, huh? A
Yes.
little more Lucy.
So now he's biting the other dude.
Doesn't make a bit of difference when you play by the rules or not in D&D. D&D.
That way you don't have to kill it, Kevichet.
They're gonna kill each other.
Well, is it each turn? Yeah, only until the end of your next turn. So you'd have to do your hex again and again and again. To,
Yep, or I can
keep it.
cackle.
Or you can cackle and keep it up.
By cackling, you mean a concentration check, or?
No, literally.
Witches
cackles.
laugh to keep their spells. Zred in the Skitarii
Wow.
form has to go.
This is amazing.
Yep.
It can sound like something different than that.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure, but
Just-
in my mind, cackling is the sound that the tiny creature does in Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi.
oh, my-
All right.
what happened to that thing? Did it get killed?
Yep, the
died.
ship exploded.
Oh yeah.
And
Kebichet
it was
or
fighting
Eddard?
RD22. Kebichet is just holding her action in case she's attacked again.
Okay. And Mr. Eddard. 2 of the zombies are still up and about.
Well, They've
I
all
think I'm gonna
attacked
change it
us.
to this. Hmm?
so my guess is it's fair game for us to take them down.
Yeah, it looks like they want to drag you down. Like, they want to do whatever it is, the blender thing that their mouth can do.
They want us to join them, and I'm not joining them. I'm not joining the void that way.
Alright then.
Okay. How would I go about? Okay, I want to grab this one here
Mhm.
and chuck him in any direction
That's
this
a,
way.
That's a shove attack, yep. So
How
you,
would I go about doing that?
you make an attack roll.
Unarmed.
Yeah, a melee attack roll.
Well, I don't have that.
D20 plus your proficiency plus your strength.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Slash roll 1d20
And I'm going to roll
plus
a
20.
D20 plus 1.
Come on. Come on. Yes.
So yes,
Yes.
you can move it 1 square in the direction of your choice, and you can move into its old square. So you
Okay,
push
he's
it this way.
It's gonna go here. Well, you know what? Yeah, that makes more sense.
Okay, I thought that's where you wanted to, and then, yep. That was your action, though. Do you have anything that you can do as a bonus action?
Yes. More than likely, I forgot to note it down, but I have the action surge, if I'm not
Yeah, but do
mistaken.
you have 2 pistols?
Yes.
Because you could attack with your offense, since you attack with your shove is a type of attack.
Yeah.
Right.
So you
But then again-
shoved him, and then you could still fire another shot.
All
Aren't
right.
you level 5?
Are we level 5?
No.
No, we're level. No, we're level 5.
Yes?
Yes, we're level 5. You have 2 attacks.
Well, then you have another attack, and then your offhand attack.
That's what I thought. Well then.
I was like, you don't need your action surge yet. I was like, wait, we're level 5.
Okay,
I
so
forgot. This might be easier than I thought.
Okay. My goal is to not hurt them, believe it or not, because I know Kebesha doesn't want to necessarily kill them if we can't avoid it. So I would like to do the same thing with this one. I'm gonna push him this way.
All right.
Does it work? Does it count if she's not the one to kill them?
I don't know.
I don't know the
I
answer.
don't know. I
to that
didn't
question.
ask. I just know that she doesn't want to kill them outright. I killed the one that was going to really hurt us, but the rest.
Yeah, the rest have been ineffectual so far.
They're just trying to give us hickeys.
So go ahead, make your attack roll, and try to beat a 19.
Well, nope.
You have one attack left.
You're offhand.
So you could still technically try to push it again.
One more, and after that, the gloves are coming off.
Do you want to move?
I'm gonna
You
take
win
the
now.
spot.
All right. So you went back to where you were. So Zred played, and Kebichet, you were just waiting to see if someone was going to attack you.
Yep.
Lo and behold, someone's going to attack you. Cade, someone's
Oh,
going to
good.
attack you.
Not if I
Okay.
can help it.
Which one is attacking me?
The one behind you with an 8 and 11 on... Oh, okay. They're completely ineffectual.
But I still.
They're just gnawing at your arms.
Yeah, but I had the readied action.
Yep,
and
go
is
ahead.
Which? So the very important question is which one is attacking me?
The north
should
one,
cast
the
Toll.
one right next to Zredrick.
Okay, so as she casts Toll of the Dead again.
Bing bong.
Now the question is, did I damage? Is this one? Well, they're both damaged, so it doesn't matter. It's gonna be 2. That's a
It's
really
not going to be
crappy
2.
roll.
It should be higher. You're missing a d12.
Why? What is going on with that?
It's okay. Just roll a d12 like on the side, and we can fix it later.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no! It didn't.
Yeah, it didn't. It's a 1d. You just
Yeah.
ask it to roll 1.
Yeah.
Oh! That thing's dead. Ding!
Nice.
Dead.
Bong.
That.
Toll the dead.
And the other one's on you, Eddard, going like... "Ah," ineffectually. So, Zred, back up to you.
All right. Is the one that I hit hexed still up?
Yes.
All right. So I will cackle.
And what do you want it to do?
Let's see here. So there's just the one.
There's just the one.
Oh, well,
But it can attack like the wall if you want, or punch itself.
no, it can't do that.
It cannot do that?
that's- I don't think so.
You can't
what
go
I
stuff
do
in-
have-
Oh no, if no creatures are within reach, it's gonna act normally. Yeah. Oh.
I have Insidious Spell. So starting at 5th level, you can maximize the damage of a witch cantrip you cast that only damages a single creature that is the sole target of your hex.
Ooh.
So-
So which spell do you cast
I'm
on it?
gonna look apologetically over at Kevichet.
She's
And-
already kind of like. Okay.
Yeah, whatever. Right? Let's see here. That is. I've got to compare here. All right, so I will do Toll the Dead because I think this one's damaged, correct?
This one hasn't been damaged yet.
Oh.
He's just been pushed
Well,
around.
then it's 1d8 either way.
It would be
so-
2d8, so...
Would it?
Yeah, because you're level
Yeah.
5, so everything went up by 1. So instead of 1d8 or 1d12, it becomes 2d8, 2d12.
Yeah.
But if it's not
Oh, that
updated,
was-
it's okay. We can roll it, like, on the side after. It's not a problem.
That's what's going on.
Yeah, it wasn't updated. That's probably what happened.
I can fix that.
Okay, so then in that case, I'll do Eye of Anubis, why not? Because it's cool.
And it's
I'm gonna
maximized. Oh, so you hit. Yes, yes, you do.
Well, yeah.
Pew
So-
pew.
So then it takes max damage.
Which would be, I just need to check, would be 2d8, so 16.
16.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, 16 in one shot. It blows.
Bye.
With like a
look-
laser beam, just like.
Yeah. You just... And, thankfully, Eddard didn't have his head there.
Yeah. It was like the tips of his head. Like.
My beautiful haircut.
And with that, silence falls once more upon the mines.
I mean, we've made a lot of noise. Could I try to see if there's anything coming? Anything else than the humming of the drill?
Make a perception check.
I will look over at Kevichet and somewhat apologetically and ask if there's anything we should do to help honor there passing any rites we can do that might make this less stressful for you and your horses?
Well, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Self-preservation is entirely acceptable. We didn't do anything until they attacked us. Are you both well?
I'm not bad.
Do you want attention now or later?
Later's fine. Let's focus on the situation right now. And I will send my ghost around as well to see if there's anything else coming, shambling towards us in the darkness.
You mean to the south?
Yeah,
Or
whichever way. I have absolutely zero sense of direction, like Rochelle the player.
oh no, but I meant like on the map, like the bottom of the map. Like which direction if you just look at the map, like up, down, left, right, down. Nothing. There's light coming up. Eventually, it tells you that you'll eventually, going that way, get to the garage door. And the other
All
ones.
So we have to go the other way.
With your perception check, Eddard, you hear them. But none of them are going closer. It seems like they might just be vision based, like movement based vision.
Like the T-Rex.
Like the T-Rex. So like if they see you, they might react, but there was plenty of noise, and then as silence falls once more, you hear them now. But they're just shuffling away.
Okay, in that case, I'll relay the info. There's more of them. I'm not sure where they are, but I know they're not coming toward us. So we might be able to avoid them as much as possible. I think as long as they don't see us, we're good.
Well, we'll try very carefully to be very, very quiet then.
Kibesha, if you have a chance, I could use a little pick-me-up.
Oh, well, that's easy. She's going to cast Healing Word at you at first level. Nice thing about this is because Beacon of Hope is still up, you automatically get 9.
Yep.
Yes.
As in you get nothing.
What?
Never mind.
He's being
You
a
get-
joke.
Yeah. Haha, German joke. Okay.
Oh. But I'm not German then. Thank you very much.
Yes, because Beacon of Hope is still up, you get max healing.
That is so useful.
Yeah, it's a concentration spell.
And I can do silent image. Do you think that might be something that we can use in the area where you heard all those lumbering things?
Well, if
Make it
it's-
like, hey, woo!
How far can you send it?
Well, you can create an image of an object, creature, or some other visible phenomenon that is no larger than 15-foot cube. The image appears at the spot within range and lasts for the duration, and the range is the 60 feet.
But it doesn't move.
No, it can move, but it's
it just
silent.
It's purely visual and isn't accompanied by sound, smell, or other sensory effects. So it can
dance.
it can do a loop. If I want,
It's
Can
a
we,
It's a gif.
it's gonna do the Macarena.
No. Can we have it do the Michael Jackson Thriller?
Even
We
better,
have to.
yeah.
within a 15-foot cube, so it's just
Yes.
Oh, hold on. So does it mean that it can move within 15 feet? Or you can
it's within a 15-foot cube.
Yep,
Okay.
the silent image. So
So
I thought you could create many of them and have like backup dancers.
yes, you could.
yeah, it's the whole entourage.
Nice.
I need this image
And
now.
60
of
feet.
this.
60 feet is basically 20. Not 20, but 10 is. Ooh, wow! my math. Math tonight, please.
Oh,
12 squares.
Sorry.
so
I would put it wherever I was directed to by Eddie.
What is it doing?
Huh?
So do I know where in a general direction where the sound's coming from?
Yes, you would know that it's coming from this way. This way. Ah, god damn. This way.
Can I see anything in there
This way.
with my
Well,
90 feet of dark vision?
no, you would actually see it if you see it on the map right now.
I don't see it on the map right now.
Then you don't see it in the game either.
Okay.
It's you would
Cool.
see the none of the minis are hidden. So
Okay.
really it is up to you if you see it or not, but at the moment seems silent or seems absent. The noise comes from this direction.
Okay, so of
alright.
course I'll relay the info to Red since they asked.
Is Red still picking up the picking away at the stones?
I will grab a few of them here and there.
You notice, Red, as you're collecting the stones, that to the north, so up the map, there are carts. And some of them actually they emit a soft green glow. One of them emits a soft green glow, I should say.
Now that didn't remind me, 'cause I have not slept very much.
It's okay.
There was somebody in the encampment that was under siege up top, where there was just bodies. Somebody had
Green
Had that
slam under
on
their
them.
fingers. Green slam under the fingers.
Yeah.
There were a couple that had green slam under the
Red,
fingers.
the janitor had red shards in his hand, but a lot of the dead people had like greenish grime under their nails, which would be the same color as what you see shining away, and it smells like psychic.
I would approach it very cautiously.
All right, make a stealth check.
Oh God.
I'm going to stand my ground here.
All right, so if someone comes into your home, you're gonna shoot them.
That's right. That's
Okay.
to pass the threshold.
So that's a 3. Move your mini wherever you. How far do you want to go? And I'll tell you if something happens.
I can see that there's something there.
Yeah, well now you see it.
Well, yeah.
I can barely see his red anymore.
What
So-
what did you roll?
I rolled a 3.
All right, so
So
it's
it-
-4. As you approach, the coalition soldier says, "Identify yourself. Identify yourself."
Was that his
Okay.
perception roll?
Yep.
Oh. Okay. If can I hear this? Is it something that's
Oh yeah,
loud
yeah,
enough?
yeah. It's spoken loud enough.
Okay, so I'm going to jetpack my way over to Zred. Oops, no. Q. No, that's not Q. What is it to?
You hold down Q and then you drag and drop.
Da, 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 da. 30. I can-ish see the guy, correct?
Yep, yeah. You can fire away with cover. Are you doing it on purpose to move super slow, or?
What?
You're not moving on. You're still at 15 feet, not 30.
Really? Because I did a thing and it showed 30.
No, you have
6
to move
squares.
the thing to that.
No, it's okay. It's just lagging. It's just lagging.
Oh.
It's all right, everyone.
Yeah, no, I moved.
Yeah, it's just lagging. it's fine.
Okay.
We're asking a lot of Roll20 right now. We're asking a lot of it.
I'm gonna wait until it makes a move to come towards Red, and then I'll shoot.
You remember that last time they were within that distance when they started shooting.
Oh, well. Shoot, sickle. I'm gonna use the rest of my move. I'm gonna use my bonus action to move again. Right here.
You can dash as a bonus action?
No, you're right. Wait, can I?
No.
No.
Okay, unless there's something on your sheet that tells you you can, you can't.
Okay, so
The
I
rogue,
can't.
for example, could.
Okay, I can't do.
You moved, so now you have an action. You can move again as an action, but that means you won't be able to attack.
Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna be called Mr. Meat Shield.
All right, and Kebichet, what do you do?
Well, she's going to try and keep up with everybody.
Sorry.
It's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did I ever get to put my silent damage up? I can't remember what we decided.
You guys wanted to put it... Well, so far what I understood is you were going to go to the, like, top left and probably use your image.
No.
And then you were sidetracked by glowy, psychic-smelling things.
Sounds right. Okay.
Hey, Alex. 4. The zombie fires away at you and just hits the wall with multiple bullets.
Yeah, are they firing bullets or are they firing
Lasers, sorry.
Okay.
Pew pew pew.
Just wanted to know if
The
just
pew
wanted to
pews hit the rock. Is what I should have said. But yeah, the I remembered that I have to. It's unless you guys fight gnomes, picture that it's always lasers. So we have another zombie on the way. What do y'all do?
Well, I'm gonna pew pew the coalition soldier.
Go right ahead. Shred it. That's a hit. That's a miss. You're missing another attack. Because it's 2 main and then... Because you have 2 pistols, right?
Yeah.
So you can make 2 attacks with your main pistol and 1 attack with your off pistol.
Oh,
As a fighter, yep. So damage again.
so the 9
Yeah.
plus is just 9 because in this case, no, it's
No, it was giving you the because you have
Because
the
of
nat
the-
20 on the
yeah.
but
I
Yeah,
just-
but it
Sorry.
doesn't matter. Oh, okay, so that would be 9, not 9 plus 8 plus 8. It's 9 plus
9
8,
plus
so it's
8.
not dead yet.
it's 17.
Calm down, Simon.
Thanks, Deirdre. I had a blank for a second. I'm like, why am I doing more damage?
Is my bad. Still, it hit it pretty bad. Zred, is there anything you want to do?
Tread will kind of repeat from the last time here. I'm going to hit the one that's the second one that's coming towards us with Discord. So it'll need to make a Wisdom saving throw of 14.
because you see it.
I mean, I see it too.
It misses.
All right. So on its turn, it will use its melee action before moving. Let's see. Creature must use its action before moving to make a melee weapon attack. So I want it to attack the coalition soldier when it's
And
its turn.
attacking it will.
And I also want to send my
Oh.
little ghost.
Wait, it's on its turn though. And in this case, the coalition zombie might be dead, and there might be another target. So, sorry. And zombie
Could
on
be.
who? Ghost on
I-
who?
On the coalition soldier for now, I guess. Unless it sees another target that I don't.
It's a miss. It doesn't see. It sees what you see. To make it simpler.
Yeah.
It sees what you see and it misses. Tries to go inside the armor, but
It does its
2 seconds
best.
too late. Yeah. Keb.
She's moving up to here. And she's going to hold an action until she's attacked.
All right. So that other zombie's coming up will knock the knock on the armor. Knock, misses. The coalition zombie turns around and fires at the one that attacked it. Hits. Does very paltry damage. But damages nonetheless. And another one comes up and realizes that, whoop, the party's full. So it's gonna go back around.
The party's full.
Well, yeah. Place is crowded. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna use the very popular phrase from the movie Godzilla, and I'll say, "Let them fight. Let's go." I suggest we retreat southward.
Yes.
South
there
was
any
the,
reason-
was the way to the garage door, wasn't it?
Mhm.
And there was the light at the bottom here somewhere.
No, that's the door outwards.
I thought
the
there
light-
was light.
The light came from
Outside.
down here.
Down here.
Yes, that's where I'm thinking of going.
And not going north to the food.
Well, not for me. That's not my food.
I'm just saying. I'm just giving out all the options. You decide. So, Kev, you're heading south?
I'll stick with my group.
Alright.
Kebichet is waiting at the fork split, and she's looking down all of the options that she has, looking for where the cabling is, because what she needs to do is get this ship off this planet quickly
Yes.
and efficiently.
Alright.
So I guess I'm lagging the thing again.
For some reason, you move very, very slowly.
I am
and
in power armor.
Zred, where did you want to go?
I will stick with the group. I
All right.
just need to.
It's okay, Zred. I understand. We'll find you something nice to snack on later. I just don't think here's my problem. And she's saying this all through the telepathic communication. It's like, consider what tried to snack on us, and consider the likelihood of what that might be.
Fair. Let's
There
go.
is firing. There is noise. And then there is no more noise.
To the north or to the south? To the west or the northwest?
I would suggest to the north. That's where we just left the people.
Well, after you, Eddard.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So you go southward towards the light?
Yes, I go toward the light.
Then to the light we go.
Apparently we're all going. It works. Is that where the cables look like?
Some cables did come out of here.
All I
New
see
map.
is blackness.
New map! New
Oh,
map! New map!
what's
New
that?
map! Hold on. New map. Yay, new map.
Ooh,
And I have to
corridor.
make sure that Zredrick sees stuff. Yay! Should work.
Okay.
Okay. And this is
So-
all lit.
Well, what you see is what you see.
So is this a door?
That is a door, indeed.
Okay.
That is indeed
As
a door.
as usual, I will send my little ghosty
Ooh,
Alright.
just to be double sure, because I know that it's already gone this way. But
I'm just gonna do a thing to make sure that you don't see through the walls. Yeah, okay. There's a bit of an issue with the lighting, but like ignore, please, the 3 black squares that aren't supposed to be there. Like this is...
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
You send your ghost out, and the ghost will tell you this. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms in all surrounding this corridor. 2 and I'm just gonna go like with what the map is like. So to your left, there's 4 people. To your right, there's 2 people and a tiny robot. And then to the right, there's a person. And then to the bottom right is where the garage door is, and there's a person. And then later on down, there's another person.
Are all the people like this, or are there any other types of people?
Like this. Like, wait.
I relay that information if it wasn't overheard by the group. I'll say, robot.
Robot.
You said that there was a little robot
Yeah.
in one of the rooms.
And a tiny person.
It tries to mimic the robot. You kind of get the impression that the robot is as big as your familiar.
Maybe a tiny Vect?
Or
Might have survived this. Does the robot respond at all to anything, or is it also somehow offline?
No, it's online. It's just flying about.
is it like those things that have infested our ship?
No, it's much bigger than Wismo.
Well, you know, it always pays to ask.
Yeah, it's about the size of a human head, if you will, or like a football.
Yeah, well, that's entertaining.
Whereas Wismos are, 2 inches tall.
I'd like to make my way where I place my character.
Sure, then you make your way up to there. You walk down the corridor. You notice that there are 2 doors to your left. One immediately across the way from Zred, right next to where Kevichet is. And there's another one further down the hall.
Do you want to investigate this room, Keb?
Well, according to the familiar, this one should only have 1 person in it.
We could definitely open the door, see what's going on, and close the door.
I like the open the door, check what's going on, close the door pattern.
Yes.
You want me to use my mage hand?
Yeah, you could.
Well, that's an even better idea. I like that one. I'm actually going to switch places with you, though, Red. I'm going to move over next to you, behind you, out of the doorway.
You open
Yeah.
the door.
Why don't we all stay back just a little ways?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
Yep. It's that gross, like, purple, knobby, fingery,
Yeah,
long
right.
claw hand.
And it goes to the pad and just presses open.
With this long, gross nail, too.
Yeah.
Like, "Ee."
Is this the
It
first
makes
time
the
you've
sound
seen
of
her
the
mage-
nail on chalkboard wherever it touches.
Yeah,
And-
Is
that
this
is
the
a good...
first-
Go
Yeah. Is this the first time you've seen her their mage hand?
Yes. I mean, I heard about it on the VOD, but yeah, that's gnarly.
The first time Edard has seen it. As...
Nice choice of end. By the way, what we see on stream is not what I see on Roll20.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
no, it's not supposed to be.
No? That's normal?
Ignore what's on stream because it's his version.
No.
Okay.
What's on stream is what you can all see.
I can't see, I guess, what
No.
either is Red or Kibisha is seeing.
Yeah, that's because I have we have dark vision.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Let me
human.
check.
No, all I see is the top part. I don't see the bottom part at all.
Which bottom
I
part?
don't even
The one where it
realize-
shows us the shambling zombie. I don't see that.
Yeah, because okay.
Uh,
So it's because what people see on stream is what the whole party sees. You
Okay.
all see only what your character can see.
Got it.
And you have
Okay.
no line of sight there.
Just making sure that I wasn't supposed to see that because, like, somehow we shared the vision, but that's good.
No.
Good to know.
It's people can tell you what they see, but yeah, the audience has a leg up. So please, no stream sniping. Otherwise, I'm gonna
Okay.
have to start putting a freaking delay on my D&D stream.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna say, I see the flying robot, I think.
I don't think that Zred knows that you can't see. But I can grant you dark vision if it's an issue.
Oh no.
It's just use this one of my higher level spell slots.
So you see the flying head, and we see an undead. Do you see anything in that room that looks like it might be, useful or relevant to our purposes of getting off this rock?
Simon, is that a computer that I see?
This room looks like it's a sort of sorting and packaging facility.
I mean, aside from the robot, I don't see anything on my end that looks interesting. It looks like manufacturing more than like get us off this planet kind of room.
Well, then I say we move on.
Good. Ms. Reddick, could you close that door with your amazing?
Yeah, but I'm
hand
not going to close the line of sight because it's a pain.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
So the door's closed.
Okay. In that case, let's make our way down. I'm going to stealthily walk down and peek around the corner.
All right.
So should I place myself
Don't
here
roll.
or here?
Don't roll, but put your character wherever. You'll see
Right
what
here.
happens. Yep. It's empty.
Okay. It's empty.
But you do notice a door
Door here.
to your left.
Door
yeah.
here. Okay, same principle. We open, we peek, and if we don't like it, we close it up.
I like this plan. It's a very efficient plan.
Yes. Okay. This red. You're just
It's
Which one do you
considered done.
which one do you open? Okay, that one.
yeah.
Boop. Inside this room, which is like a hangar, is this big machine on threads, like a tank with an enormous drill tip at the end. Probably what was used originally to start digging. And you can notice that some of the parts of the tank have been removed. Judging by the size of what's been removed and how it's been modified, you figure that this is where the giant laser was supposed to go.
Oh.
And the giant laser was probably going to replace the drill.
Hey. Shred, is there anybody in here that your ghosty told you?
Well, the ghost said that there were two people and a tiny person.
A tiny person. Mind if we go take a look? Because right now I don't see nothing on my end.
Well, let me move in here.
Might be. Do you have anything that gives you like stealthy, voidy kind of stuff, like hiding powers?
Yes, I do, but it's very, very tiring.
Ah,
It can only be done once or twice.
fair. Okay.
So try not to use it for frivolous things. And yes, I actually can see them.
Yep. I forgot the light wasn't working for some reason, so I fixed it. I fixed the light.
It's also okay. I can also see farther because I have dark vision. So, yes. There's another soldier gentleman in there. He looks like he might be slightly disconcerting. It doesn't really look like there's anything in here that would be useful in our getting out of the door,
Okay.
right? Well, I mean, aside from the very, very large tank, and I don't think that will get us off planet, merely get us further around the planet.
Right, but does it need to be fixed?
I mean, I don't think we could drill with it. Well, I don't know. I don't do mechanical things. That's Doxy's problem.
Okay, let's close it up and pretend we're never there.
You close the door.
Yes, we do.
And you notice that the zombies, they shuffle about. Noise doesn't seem to bother them. Is when they see something that they tend to freak out.
So more and more we know that it's vision based. All right. What is this? Is this a button?
That's a light.
Oh, okay.
That is a blue light.
Does it flash?
like every other lights, like the lights outside. You notice that with the flashes, especially now that you're inside the complex, it's probably because there's not enough power.
Oh, emergency lighting or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, one last door to play peekaboo with.
You open the last door. Beyond
Yes.
it
Uh,
is
Captain-
your doom.
This
I'm
is the
coming-
one with the robot, right?
Yes. Tiny
And,
robot,
and a bunch of.
2 people.
Yeah.
And a bunch of people.
It looks like an
and,
office.
And off. This is probably where we need to be.
Well, if these things don't seem to be hearing sound, maybe we could just be like, psst, hey, robot. 'Cause if they're not reacting to it in the room, like trying to attack it, then maybe it can travel to us.
Yep.
Just thought.
I'm
Like,
going to
go
move
in there
out.
with my mage hand and be like,
She's going to slide to the other side of the door and to the other side of the door. Be like, all right, you want to attract that? Go right ahead.
well, so even if I
oops.
did stir up any kind of anything with my mage hand, I could just like move it to the corner and then dissolve it.
Of course.
And then they're
It's a
over
good
there.
plan.
Oh,
mean-
Oh, you want to attract them with the mage hand?
we
I
bait
could.
them.
I could bait them to the other side. I
Make
should
like
have
that.
thought that earlier.
make
I
make an Arcana check.
Okay. Let's see how bad this goes. Kind of bad.
7. So my DC for my Wisdom save is going to be 7. Your hand goes in, and you notice them look at the hand, and then just keep doing their stuff. It's like
well.
the hand might not be big enough. And now that you think of it, the robots are physical and they're not that big. And they don't seem to affect the zombies. So perhaps you need something bigger.
But could it at least get the attention of the robot?
The
Or
robot
be
saw
like,
it. It did move, yep. The robot would have moved with it. So let's say that the robot is now... which corner did you want to send it to? Like, somewhere closer to you or farther away from you?
Maybe. Let's see here. There's these stairs here, right?
Uh-huh.
Maybe to the stairs.
Like here?
Yeah.
Yep, it moved away and then your hand disappeared, so the robot is just looking around. Going up and down and left and right, and you can
Scanning.
almost hear it like bloop, 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 as it likes calculating.
Psst, hey.
It turns to you,
Hey. Psst.
gets closer and closer to you. And then it floats there.
Hey.
It's-
Close the door.
Yeah.
So it looks about what the mini looks like. It's like a tiny hamburger with appendages.
Yep.
So it's like made of 3 like layers, like 3 discs, one on top of one another. There's a tiny red light in the front, and it's got 2 like sort of tiny arm, like pincer like arms under it, to lift objects. You recognize this particular robot as being something called a servitor. It's cheap and easy to manufacture. These robots are basically a gnomish answer to Mage Hand.
Oh. Sorry, but we have another pet that's coming on board the ship.
Um,
Well, are you getting a gift for Doxy? Is that it?
I'm gonna name it the Hamburglar.
Oh, I like that plan.
you're gonna teach it sleight of hand.
No, you should. You know what you should do? and this whole conversation is mental, and you should entirely teach it to steal Doxy's lunch.
I think this Rev would just sit there like,
Are you okay?
But of course, everything's fine.
But the
Is
robot
everything
is just
fine?
there. And it doesn't move. Well, it hovers.
Would you like to put it in a bag? We can't hear you, Rochelle.
does it have any like commands? Like if I'm like, hello, hi.
You have to say
Or-
Alexa.
Yeah. Unless there's somebody who's more familiar with how these
Yeah,
things
are you
operate.
proficient in data or technology as a
I think-
skill?
I'm not.
Because if you are, then yes, you would know these things. And
Joys of clerics.
yes, you are. You are proficient in technology. It's like under your alchemist stuff.
Oh, okay.
Then yes, you know that there are commands, and that it's the robot is remotely controlled, meaning that you either need to have like the remote control to control it, or you can essentially make a technology check to try to hack it and hijack it via verbal commands. So that would be a d20 plus 4 in your case.
Well, I will do that first, but I would see if we thought that we'd be able to find or if it could tell us where the remote is.
It
Or
only
help us-
obeys the remote or the person that
Oh, right.
controls it. It's not intelligent enough to be considered a full-fledged robot, like an AI of such. It's very, to us in the modern times, yes, it's high technology.
You said plus
but
4?
To you, yep. So that's a 20. Yeah, you like just say a few random words, and then it resets the factory default, and then it obeys you as the admin.
Nice.
So you can
I
tell
know
it to
that.
do whatever you want. It's basically, it acts the same way as a mage hand would act. So you have complete control over where it goes, how far it can go from you, what it can lift, push, and all that. Yep.
Oh goodness, that's gonna be awesome.
So it's there,
I
it's
love it.
floating. And you know that you there's a webcam in it. There's a nanny cam in it. So you
Oh,
could
God.
you could plug it to like a data pad or something and see what it sees.
It's gonna be just fixated on Doxy's workstation. And it's gonna be like a live feed to Kevin Shet's.
You guys are gonna create so much mayhem with one tiny robot.
The fun
Oh
part
my-
is like this is all happening while Duxie is like miles away, poring over paper, going like, "This is fantastic! My life has changed! Oh wow!"
The same thing, on a different side of the planet.
So what you wanted to do?
Well, I'd like to know if it could tell me anything about what happened here.
Yeah.
Any recordings or anything
You
like
see
that?
people working, doing their stuff. And then everyone looks up, everyone looks down, and then everything goes dark. And then with everything comes back, people are trying to eat each other. Some run away. Some, after a few seconds of acting like they're going berserk, just start shuffling about. It seems like people were trying to consume other people. That they all became hungry. And that some even tried to eat the robots. This one flew up to the ceiling, and after a few moments, everything else just went back to zombie mode.
I got the smart one. That's all I'm gonna say.
Good choice.
As a servitor, you also have access to a special function on it. As a reaction, when you are hit with an attack, if the servitor is next to you, you can ask it to shove itself in front of danger and take the hit for you.
Sacrificial robot.
Sacrificial, yeah.
I don't think I could ever ask it to do that.
No, but it is a function that you know it has.
Okay. Yeah.
And a lot of important people across the galaxy will have like sometimes 4 or 5 of them following them around.
Maybe
that-
in a former life, but not this one. I've seen too many daytime dramas about love between servitors.
It's not because you decided to turn away from the Rothian life. It's just because you watch like Servitor the Explorer, and you were like, I can't do it anymore.
Can't do it anymore.
They have feelings. Fuck, they have feelings.
All my servitors.
Yo.
As the servitor turns. Sorry, it's bad. I'm old.
Yeah, because this
All
one,
right.
as the, I don't know.
As the world turns. Yeah, I'm old.
You're not missing out.
All right.
I mean, we could go really old and go, general mechanic.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm a sweet.
These are all soap operas,
Okay.
Oh, so fun.
daytime dramas.
So,
Come on.
What do you do?
Do we, Zred, does the robot knows if there's any kind of exit or entryway where it was? Since you seem to have been able to tap into its
Oh, the
memories.
entire room north of you doesn't have any other exit.
Okay. Shall we go in? Or does it look like a research center of sort? Or
Looks like a control center.
gonna have to go in and clean things out.
Well, I still have my silent image.
Mm-hmm.
We could do like a concert over here.
And draw them out.
I mean, I could use thaumaturgy to add sound to your silent image.
Yeah, but they don't seem to react to sound.
Right.
But
Do you make
Although-
like vibrations that might make them think that there's?
Well, I can make open doors, I can make open windows, I can make very loud noises. I
you
could
notice
also,
that whenever
however,
the doors open, that's something I forgot to say, but whenever you open the doors, they never rushed at the door.
I could also open the door and have the void look at them.
What do you mean by the void looks at them?
Oh, what I did for the charming gentleman we put out an airlock.
Oh. Ooh.
Well, not taking him with us. The part where I actually made him turn and look into the void and saw the lights. It's a revelation.
There's that too. You have multiple ways right now.
Yes.
I
we
also
do.
remember that the void took the guy too. So is that gonna happen again with those shamblings?
Well, apparently the void already has these ones. That's why I'm kind of hesitant about, actually ending their current existence.
Well, let's try this first. That way you don't have to risk it.
I like that
Yeah.
plan.
Okay.
We can go with
So-
that plan.
So where do you make your images appear?
I'm trying to decide. What do you guys think?
Well, hold on. She's going to slide. Wait, where did Stella come?
Yeah, Stella's gonna act as the as the
Silent
image.
Oh.
So just so I know where the image is supposed
Oh,
to be.
okay. How about? Well, I can see. I can see a few computers across the far room. So maybe on the far corner away from us, like if we're over on that side, that over here.
To
Draw them over
basically pull them away from the door.
to pull them away from the door and away from the computers that we need to go to,
Yes.
probably.
So something
I do that.
here.
I can't see that if there's.
Sorry, here.
Yes. About there.
Okay. And
That's where I'll put.
just as you thought with an image of something vaguely humanoid dancing or moving about. The creatures, the zombies, rush up to it, and they all try to get a piece of it. They don't understand yet that it's not real. You might have a few moments, you just don't know how long.
It's time to go, time to go, time to go. And
All right.
she's going to run to the nearest computer that she sees, which I'm assuming is this,
Oops.
right?
Yep, that's a desk with a computer.
Okay.
That's another desk with a computer.
Now, since I have technology, I wonder if like hiding under here, like hiding underneath the desk to try to get some kind of data or whatever it is that we're looking for. I would have to communicate like what exactly are we trying to look for.
Mm-hmm.
I would try to do a roll if it'd be helpful, or at
Yep.
least in a
I'm
check.
actually going to ask all three of you to make a technology roll or a data roll.
I can't. It'd be a straight. I can roll a straight d20.
Yeah.
Same.
If you're not proficient.
Well, I mean, I don't even get that as an option skill.
Mm.
No, not one. I know nothing.
Yep.
I don't do this. She like looks down and it's like, oh crap, I forgot to bring it with me. Shite.
I don't think I did that right. So,
No,
plus
you did.
4. So then it'd be what? 11?
It's a d20. No, it did actually roll a d20 plus 4. You did it right.
Oh,
You
okay.
just rolled a 3.
Yeah.
What's
it's
the
just-
okay.
modifier?
Huh?
Plus
Intelligence.
4.
Intelligence isn't. Well, we can't. Oh, I get well, it's a nat 1. It doesn't matter. Oh, and it would be disadvantage anyways.
Yeah. So
Really?
both
Mhm.
sorry, both Eddard and Zred. You can ask me one question that I will answer truthfully. About anything that you want to look up in these systems.
I think the one thing I'd like to ask is there any kind of power drain? Is there something that's sucking up
Yep.
energy?
One level down.
Okay.
It's
I had a
called
feeling.
the Prospector Mark II.
Okay, one level down, the Prospector.
I don't have very many good ideas. What do you think?
Well, I guess if he asked if there's something that's draining us, the Prospector Mark II, the next question is there a way to shut it off up here?
Or is there anything currently pulling out or emanating arcane energy? Any kind of readings toward that? That's my grain of salt. It's up to you, really.
Those are two valid questions.
Let's ask if we can shut it off up here.
Okay.
All right.
That way we don't.
The answer
go
is
that way.
no, but there's a way to cut the power to it. So you're not gonna gain more power, but it's gonna stop sucking everything dry, which means that over time, maybe the next couple of hours, a lot of the systems are gonna come back online, which might be useful. But at the very least, it's gonna stop trying to drain. So, like, for example, the most simplest answer would be the lights would stop flickering, the garage door would open, and all that. So it is possible, and you can do it without rolling. You just need to tell me.
The thing is we don't know doing that will cause what.
Yeah.
Maybe
well,
so-
I think
Go ahead.
I think at this moment that would give us the opportunity to turn on other security features, allowing us other ways to protect ourselves, and also possibly removing the land lock on our ship.
Do it.
Yep. We'll do it.
All right.
Flip the switch, Igor.
And the minute she says that, she gets herself out the door.
Right?
I'll be the last out.
That didn't work.
Suddenly, the door closes and locks us in. Please
Well,
don't
then,
listen.
technically, you're supposed to see the whole, like... Okay, so the whole place is lit up.
Okay.
Let me
What
see
you're
if
saying didn't work is the turning off the fog of war.
No, I did turn it off, but it just didn't want to do anything. So yeah, it doesn't do anything anymore. So I don't know. Roll20 decided to crap on me, but everything's lit up. It's pretty, but that's it. You can now lock the doors if you don't want things to come out.
Ooh, I like that plan.
Yes.
And the
So-
elevator to the lower level is now functional.
Also, a good plan. She's
You
going
said my
to
ghost
test
down?
us.
Hmm?
She's going to test and see if she can. I was going to let you go first, Rochelle.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Kebichet is going to test and see if she can actually access long-range communications with the ship.
Nope.
Okay, well, that didn't help as much as we wanted.
And I was just gonna send my ghost down the elevator. go
The elevator's
scout it
not
out.
here. It's
Oh,
further
okay.
out.
Oh, okay.
You can send you send your ghost down the elevator shaft, and the ghost says, because there's a telepathic link with your ghost, you don't need to talk to it. Talk to it.
I do anyway.
Yeah, no, I know, but even when it's far away, it can relay information, is what I meant.
Right. No, I know.
And it
I'm being
says,
sassy.
"Wow, this is so beautiful." And then it says, "No, no, and the connection cuts.
Dread is distressed. Holds on to the little servitor. No. I'll never let you go. I know I can get my ghost back. But
But
Not
yeah,
the ghost.
and you feel when the connection cuts is because your familiar died. Something just caught it.
oh no.
So
I-
it's back in its tiny demi-plane. It's gonna take a while before it comes back.
I'm looking around like that really happened. You guys are probably like, what's wrong?
Oh no.
My ghost! He's
Dread.
toast! My ghost is
Okay,
toast.
I need details. Details. Details.
I sent it down the elevator to check it out. And all it said was that it's beautiful, but then something happened that it said no, and it's gone.
So
It's gone. My ghost is gone. I looked down at my little pocket of jelly beans, like, and I'm like holding on to my my servitor. I'll never let you
Dread.
go.
Darling, I'm sorry about this emotional moment for you. Do you think it might be the entity that we were conversing with?
Of course it is.
The servitor raises a small clawed appendage and just goes, pat, pat.
this is beautiful.
Is
I
it though?
love I
Not
love the
sure.
servitor. I need art of this. Somebody get me art of the Rothian in the shape of a Skithari having a tiny little hamburger-shaped servitor.
I'll ask
I think we're
Lucas.
we're gonna have to ask him.
Lucas. But yes, I think in that case, Dread. I think we're gonna have to go down there.
The ghost that you sent down there was made mainly of arcane energy, correct?
An ectoplasm?
Mm-hmm.
So
I didn't ask.
Hey, Ghost, what
I
are
don't-
you made of?
I don't pry in these things. You don't ask these things.
That's a question you just don't ask, okay?
Sorry, next time I'm just not gonna ask. It's just like
Michelle's
that one
sad.
time I asked that woman what her age was because I was curious. That ended
Did you
well.
honestly do that?
No, I know better. Come on.
But
Okay.
the tiny ghost was made of something that is consumable. As in, it's not like metal or rock or wood. It's a living organism. And thus, if it's like everything else that happened here, seems like there's a correlation.
Oh, I was thinking if it's more likely that to be attracted to arcane or magical energy, if I go down there, perhaps I won't be affected as much. But I'm not saying go there by myself, but at least I might have an edge on it.
Can't say a thing about it. You're not a wizard, so...
No, I don't have my wizard hat on.
Would I, did you say this out loud?
Yes.
It would be an Arcana check.
Okay. Let's see how this goes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to go poorly. For a 9.
So the answer is, who knows? Right now, you don't even know how this thing, whatever it is down there, acts. You don't have enough information. It could just be a siphon. Could be what's keeping the ship there so that it, like, attracts everything to itself. Would make sense if it's magically related, that the ghost couldn't escape it, just like Twitch and the ship couldn't escape it because the ship is magical.
What do I know about Vect?
They're magical.
Okay.
They're, so picture, like, droids in Star Wars. That would be
Okay.
the same thing.
So here's my correlation in my head.
Mhm.
In Kebichet's head. She knows from what Eddard said that the Vect were attacked by everything else that had the black
Mhm.
sucked out eyes and mouth, but they themselves did not.
Mhm.
But Vect are magical. So it's not magic that's the attraction here. It's something else, a living organism of some sort. It's actual organic material,
Yep.
which
So-
I don't think you count as. But what we do have that is inorganic
is the robot,
is the robot
the burger robot.
that has a video feed.
That could show us what's going on down there.
The servitor
Yes.
turns to Zedric. You can feel panic in its red light. It's
It is
emotionless red light.
God, this funny.
Tiny robot goes down, films for a while, and comes back.
I give it the biggest hug ever.
And the feed
Wait,
that you
wait.
receive is of a dark cavern with barely a light. There's like a ring of crystals, of blue crystals, that shine softly. They surround a black dodecahedron. Like a what's it called again? Venta black? So black
Yeah, Venta
that,
black.
yeah, that the light doesn't reflect from it. Except this one triangle, inverted triangle of blue light that pulses feebly. And a line across its base of white. But even the light that shines from the triangle or the white line is absorbed by the blackness of this. It doesn't look like it has any imperfections. And all around it, digging through the stone, is the Prospector. A giant robot, well, giant, about like 10 feet tall, that's just mining.
Didn't we turn that off?
You prevented it from sucking up more power, but it's still, it's
Okay.
Got a battery.
it's been debuffed. in game terms.
Okay,
but it's
it's
working on
still-
emergency powers, on the emergency batteries. And near that robot is like a shuffling engineer with a shuffling coalition member. The thing that your robot spotted is the engineer is chained to a desk, to like a station. Looks like the coalition or someone didn't want the engineer to leave whatever that dodecahedron is for.
I think they found their energy source.
Right.
I think they've upset something that's hungry. It got loose. And now it's trying to feed on anything it can.
Now I wonder if we could destroy it with the Prospector Mark II.
I don't think we want to destroy it.
Yeah, no, no. It's
I think what we might want to do. I have a question that I need to answer within myself for a moment.
okay. We are safe right now. Take the time.
No.
Eddard,
Sorry.
Yes.
do you think you can protect me for like a short moment?
Absolutely.
If
I'll
we're
be your
thinking that
sword.
this, if we're thinking that this thing took these people and they took in the servants of the void, would it not be best to give the void back what is its?
Sounds logical.
Like if one were to possibly be able to put it back in the same kind of pocket that we maybe moved a gentleman out of an airlock with.
Oh. But okay. How do you plan on doing that? Can you create a void dimension that we can put that thing in?
Theoretically. In that little void pocket that we carried it out with.
That thing's not gonna fit in there. Is it? How big is it, Simon?
As big as a coffee table.
Yes, it'll fit.
Okay.
The void pocket is 64 square feet.
Picture it's like it's a giant D12.
Mm-hmm.
The size of a coffee table.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll fit in that 64 foot cubic space.
Oh yeah. It probably takes like 5 foot cube.
But once it's in there, then what?
Well, here's the thing. It can stay in there for an hour, and that might give us an opportunity to see about getting ourselves
Sorry, that was an oops.
No,
dealing
I thought you wanted to do that on your servitor. I was like, why?
seeing it would allow us to see if we could, maybe deal with the problems that exist. It could stay there for an hour.
And then what?
Well, theoretically, it's its own dimension, and we would put it in there, and we would see if it allowed us, therefore, to gain power back on the ship.
Okay.
Like, putting a blanket over something so that you can't see it.
It's a bird.
Going
right.
Going with
Yeah. It's like
Just
putting
like
a
a
blanket
bird.
over yourself so that it's night.
Okay, it's like cutting the feed, right? Basically, you put it in a little pocket, it cuts the feed, and hopefully that allows our ship to get off.
Right.
And we can, carry it for if we can get it off the ship get the ship going off very quickly and get it off the planet. We can shove it out an airlock and let it go.
Counterpoint. If we
Okay.
do so, And the moment we take it out of the void pocket, what if it deactivates the ship while in space?
Well, theoretically, I can put it out of the void pocket anywhere I want. In a 60-foot range. Like on an asteroid.
Okay. I wonder if... Yeah, not that... Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, this will at least give us an opportunity to decide whether or not this would actually work.
Right. Once we know it works, then we can work on...
I mean, we have an hour.
Yeah. Why an hour? I thought it was only for people who breathe, and that thing probably doesn't breathe.
Well, because that's about how long I can maintain my connection with the
Oh.
void before it...
Okay.
Uh,
Gotcha. I thought it was... Sorry, Oddgame, I thought it was like a bag of holding.
No, it
It's an actual-
It's just, it's a bag of holding that lasts for an hour.
hour.
Okay, cool. Just sorry about that.
So you head down the elevator?
So this is
I
what we're
guess.
going with? Yes.
Offer to try to use my technical difficulties on it, on the robot dude.
Oh, that'll be useful. You two keep the big scary thing away from me. I concentrate on putting, and possibly
Like
a
it.
zombie. I'll put the thing in there, and we
What was the big robot doing in the room?
drilling.
Drilling.
Drilling what?
Oh, just around. No one's been given it orders.
So he's just drilling in
Yeah.
empty air?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Zred, I seem that you might have discovered, right? And down the hole we go.
Let me just zoom out on this so that people can see at home. The darkness. So-
Okay, Batman.
You, knowing how the zombies operate, it's easy for you to dodge out the last remaining pocket of miners and head down on a now working elevator. Now my question is, once you go down and you see that there's no light or nothing, what do you do?
What do I see?
Exactly what you see here. The elevator opens up. There's a few feet and then a wall of rock. You know that because of the feed, you know that the robot and everything is behind the elevator, would be around here.
Around the other corner.
Yeah.
Edard, can you see in the dark?
No. My suit has not been upgraded for that yet. Dox is working on it. He says he's within days of finding a solution.
Do you have a flashlight?
Well, possibly.
Yeah, I could look at my equipment, to be honest.
Dark vision.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
she can give you dark vision.
Oh, yeah, that would work
Depends
well.
a spell slot, but that's neither here nor
Sorry.
there. No. What's a spell slot?
I have a flashlight.
Well,
I
that
mean-
would help.
If you turn it on.
Whoop.
Because I'd really prefer you to be in front.
Absolutely. So, are we going with just a flashlight then?
What are you comfortable with?
I've fought in with flashlight only. I'll make it out.
That's good. We'll go with
Okay.
that.
In that case, shall I go out?
Mm-hmm.
Doop, 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 doop.
Boop, boop, boop.
Oh, out of pure curiosity,
Hmm.
did we have a chance to take a short rest? No? Okay.
That would be taking an hour.
Yeah, just making sure. Okay. Left or right? I vote left.
We're following you, Edard.
Left. Ah, shit. I was hoping for like a wall that blocks the robots like that. If we would have gone around the other way, we are sure.
Nope, unfortunately. For you, the robot is here.
The zombie is the bigger problem at the moment.
And
I
there
hope
is
so.
a soldier in front of you, yeah.
I hear.
So let me just zoom in on it here. So as you approach, as you round the corner, I should say, you notice this shuffling coalition member. And in the distance, the soft light of like the mining helmet light of the Prospector Mark II, as it's just punching and drilling into the ground. Like with one, it punches like a jackhammer, and then with the other hand moves the rubble away. Hey, thank you, Chris, for this donation. Everyone gains a free short rest right away, so y'all can. Thank you very much. Y'all can use your short rest right now. So if you need to heal or anything, go right ahead.
Okay.
2 seconds.
Yeah. That's all I needed. Bam. Full health. Thank you, Chris.
Gonna roll some. I can't do anything. Lyrics, man.
So neither the zombie nor the mining. Neither the zombie or the mining robot has seen you.
Okay. What's the other way, perhaps?
You
we
know
can
that
avoid-
the other way has, because you saw the feed, right?
Right.
The other way has miner.
Chained to a table, so it's safer that way.
No. It's
No, it has-
someone else than the engineer is tied to a table.
Oh, the miner is going to be easier to take down, and it's going to be harder for them to attack us. I suggest we go the other way.
All right then. After you.
Hey, look, there's a miner.
No.
That's not true.
I don't see it.
Keep going. Oh, look.
I do.
Yep.
It's further down, duh. It's there. It's quite a bit ways down.
Okay, I see him now.
I can see the joys of dark vision.
Yeah.
The joys of gifts of the void.
Okay, well, he's...
Right there.
Okay.
Hasn't seen you yet. They have very poor passive perception.
That's good.
Now, it's up to you whether we take them down or not.
My vote is in and out, right?
Right.
Your job, Hedod, your job is to get me out of here relatively safely because I'm going to be concentrating on something else at the moment.
Okay,
And then once we get back on the ship, I can make sure that you're healed and stable.
perfect. I'm going to shoot it. I am going to take both my pistols out, take aim, and fire.
Fire away.
Okay, that'll be great.
One miss. Aha.
A 9 and an 8. Okay, so your 8 misses because it's a crit miss, but the
Yes.
two other attacks. Oh, no, it didn't know you were there, so you have advantage on all of them.
Advantage.
So
Yeah,
it's
so
dead.
it's very dead.
Because it
Oh,
takes
Thank God.
yeah, whatever.
It's dead.
16, 20, whatever. Yeah, it's three quick, 3 shots in quick succession, and the miner falls down.
In that case, we'll continue downward. Let's step.
I'll let everybody else have their turn after you've done that. So Kebechet and
Yes.
Zredric, as you hear the hovering motors of 2 servitor droids coming to check on the miner.
Well, Kebechet is just going to slide. I mean, she's still standing behind. And she's trying to see if she can see anywhere this object that was told was glowing.
Very feebly. Not enough to
Okay.
make light, but Yeah, you've got a almost straight line. You can make out a dark shape in the darkness, but it's
Yeah. Okay.
you need to if you move down one square,
Yeah.
then you have line of sight with it.
Okay. Oh, there
for
we are.
spells
Oh,
and everything. Yeah.
yeah. There. Ah, there we are. Oh, I see it now. Great. Great. I'm going to need to get a little bit closer, darling.
You got it.
Actually, quite a bit closer, as it were.
Whoa, wait. I
Did
said
I walk
I'm letting you. You had your turn. Everybody else moved. Now
Okay.
I do something.
Okay. My bad.
Because the two servitors are gonna jump you, Eddard. Oh, Zred, you moved forward.
A little bit, yeah.
All right.
Zred,
then,
control your beast.
yeah, two servitors are going to. One is gonna jump on Eddard. The other one's gonna jump on Zred. Seems like they're inclined to protect. Well, the miner you've attacked.
Damn it.
On a 5 on Zredrick and a 16 on Eddard.
Haha. Foiled.
Yeah, they try to like ram into you with their tiny speed.
Can I grab one and try to reset it?
Yeah, well, it's now your turn, all of you. So make a technology roll.
Let's see. Like, knock it off.
That would be a DC 11. 11 if you want to render it unusable forever. 16 if you want to be able to have it repaired or something after. Whatever. Yeah, you turn. You just find the one button under it and just go beep.
Yep,
And
exactly. I
it's-
know just where to push. Knock it off.
And
In that
you
case,
now
I'd
have
like-
two
Tell your
servitors.
friend to leave us alone too.
I'd like to grapple the other one.
Just grapple or turn it off.
Grapple. I want her to turn it to a friend.
Oh,
We're gonna have an army, man.
make a strength check.
I want.
Yeah,
I want this
it's
image.
grappled.
I want this image.
I mean, you can bring it to so make another technology roll, Zredrick.
Come on. Yes.
Yeah. So you now have 3 servitors, an infestation of Wismos, a coyote, a ghost familiar, maybe, an AI, and a living ship. This is absolutely not turning into a menagerie.
And Stella.
And
No, that's
Stella.
okay.
You know, say Stella.
That's a coyote. Oh. Yes.
I'm sorry.
So-
I feel terribly that I might be foiling some kind of.
Nope. I like this. We like
Yes.
In
this.
every game where I'm a player, I'm the guy that collects NPCs. So
And touches things.
do not worry about that. So what do you do, Cabichat?
She's gonna wait until she's going to follow behind them, staying behind them.
Mhm.
But yeah, she can see. Oh, okay. She's gonna tell Eddard, I need to get to the. Shite.
To the
Uh,
cube.
I need to get closer. Sort of.
Okay. Right now, the zombie that's right here he's chained to a desk. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So the best I can do is put myself in between.
Don't get too close. Don't get too close.
I'm thinking about moving here. Does that give you enough room to cast your thing behind me?
Yes,
Okay.
theoretically.
Boop. And I will ready in action if the coalition member sees us and raises his weapon toward us, I will shoot him.
It does.
Well, pew pew pew.
Like almost immediately because you get within range of its senses.
She's standing literally behind the Very nice, armor plated.
Okay.
Admittedly, she has armor as well, and it's very nice armor.
Do you need me to move closer or?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'm going to shoot.
Whoa.
D.
Yeah. And
That was
Zedric,
my-
Zedric, what else do you do?
Oh.
Oh, because Alex, it's a ready action, so I'll wait until we
Right.
get to the...
Mhm.
Just in case Zedric has something that they want to do.
Yep, no worries. I thought about that.
I think the only thing that they had planned was to try to use the whatever that spell was. I already lost it on the big
Malfunction?
giant robot. The other thing I didn't know if we wanted me to try to do another silent image somewhere, like in the corner.
That would take care of the coalition soldier.
I mean, just a thought, but
No, I like that.
I'm think I might be getting low on spell slots, so let me look.
Oh, well, you always have cantrips. Cantrips
Oh,
are
yeah,
your
that's
friend.
true.
Cantrips
Yeah,
are
I'm actually good on those, so I could do that.
All right. So you make him move away.
Yeah.
Attract him with a silent image. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
hear him say, "Identify yourself. Identify yourself." And then stand down. Stand down, and it fires at an image of Michael Jackson dancing to Thriller,
Exactly. So
which. Now that it moved away, the giant robot though is going to move towards you.
Wasn't expecting that.
It approaches you, and you hear a like robotic voice come out of the robot. It says, "Combat mode initiated. Intruder, protect, firm, secrets."
Oh,
And
Oh,
it
huh.
is going to whack on Eddard. But guess what? You guys cut it off of its power, so it's got disadvantage on all of its attacks.
Yes.
So it's gonna be a 9
Oh,
and a 12.
thank God.
well,
It's a large creature, right?
Yep. It is now your turn.
Well, if it wasn't large, I would have tried to push him.
yeah.
What
I'm
do
gonna
you
go-
all do?
I'm gonna have to go pew pew on him.
It's a robot. I don't really care about the robot.
You. No problem.
Go right ahead, Eddard. That's a miss.
Sure is.
That's a hit. That's a miss. 5 radiant. Let me just fix up my sheet here so I can have it. All right. It takes 5 radiant damage. Your blaster, your pistol actually, your bullet, pierces its thick plating, but it doesn't seem to have stopped.
Uh-oh.
Give it a check.
She's going to move herself here and channel divinity, grabbing her holy symbol, because I think. Oh, crap. She's gonna have to do this. Crap. She's gonna move here, grab her holy symbol, channel divinity, and void pocket the cube.
Make a strength save, please.
Yeah, I figured. Shit. Figured we were playing that. Yeah. Bye, everybody. That's a 10.
You are flung, and instead of you absorbing the giant D12,
Mm-hmm.
the moment you open up to the void, your void pocket, it's like there's a giant magnet that pulls on your holy symbol, and you tried to hold it back or to take it off, but couldn't do it in time, and just flew over the room and knocked yourself on that giant metal. It makes a metallic sound. Looks like it's made of metal. And you're gonna take 4 points of damage. You are restrained, so you can't move from this square. You can do anything else that you want.
I can do anything else that I want.
Yeah, but your channel divinity does not work.
That's okay. Guess what I have?
You still have an action. Oh no, wait, not true. Your action was channel divinity.
My
Next
action
turn
was
you
channel
can,
divinity.
Yeah, next turn you can have an action if you want.
And I have an action if I need. Yeah.
That would be Sredric's turn.
This is gonna go poorly.
Frederick is going to use technical difficulties.
Mhm.
So I had forgotten that my silent image stuff is actually my psionics, latent psionics for being a Roth. So those don't count.
Alright then. So you can cast the other one.
Let me just try to refresh
All right.
myself again here. So
I'm gonna
It is a
ask you... Alright. What do you want to remove from it? One of its 2 attacks? Or its regeneration? Or its incoming fireball?
What?
the incoming fireball.
Alright. The fireball will then malfunction. That's what it was about to do. So instead of casting fireball on all of you, it's gonna cast fireball within itself. And thus
I just-
fail the saving throw and probably take a lot of damage internally.
That it doesn't fry all of its memory because I heard it say something about the firm.
Yep. It takes 33 points of damage during
Oh
its
my
turn. That's what it does.
God.
It, instead of opening the door and releasing the fireball, the door is jammed, and Eddard, you are showered in a spark. You are showered by sparks and shrapnel as you cover your face, as the outside of this robot's torso explodes, exposing
Alright.
all the wires inside and the magical runes and all that.
Well,
Sorry.
I know what I'm shooting next.
Yeah, well, that was a bonus action, Red. You can still do something else.
Ooh, I can. That's right.
Oh.
I'm trying to think if there's anything I can do to help with this big, giant.
If you have a cantrip,
ball.
since you casted a spell, you can still do a cantrip if you want. Or anything else, but I'm just saying, far as spell casting is concerned.
Yep.
Yeah. Toll the dead.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let's do a Toll the Dead.
You're gonna toll. It's a
And-
wisdom save?
Mm-hmm.
I succeed though, so I'm gonna take nothing.
Mm.
Nothing! As the dead ding, the bell tolls.
Cool.
But that's cool. So his turn, he explodes. Your turn, Eddard.
Pew 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 once more.
Go right ahead.
Is there anything like a memory chip that you can grab?
The robot would have to be
Disassembled.
dead
Yeah.
before.
Fine.
Okay. Come on.
Or paralyzed. That's a miss. It's a crit. That's a Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah,
Okay.
you hit twice, one of which is a crit.
Oh,
So
well,
no, it's okay. The
17.
second one I'll just take the 7.
okay.
24.
So 24?
Action
Yep.
surge.
Yeah, sure. You hit. You miss. You miss. It's another 10. It's looking worse for wear. You just shoved your pistols right inside its interior and just fired away with everything that you had, and you can finally see the bullets come out of its back and
That's how you
ricochet
do it.
on the stones at the top of the cavern. Zredric, what do you... Oh no, sorry, Kabichet, what do you do?
Joy of joys, I'm restrained, right?
Yeah, you can just not move away from the square.
I can't move away from the square. I'm sitting on top of it. I'm next to it. I'm on it.
It's like your necklace was like stuck to it, but like you can turn around and you can see what's going on.
That's great.
Oh, flying over the zombie, you also kicked it to the ground and it's prone.
Okay, well that's fine. She's not really worried about that. She has another channel divinity. She's gonna do it again.
Just try to absorb it.
Mhm.
You open up the channel divinity and you just feel it.
Well, I mean, literally, all she can. She's changed. I mean, sorry, I should rephrase this. She's going to do it a different way.
Okay.
I'm sorry. She's going to channel divinity the same thing, but instead of creating the void pocket, she's going to do the barrier.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to Pokeball it. What does the barrier do?
Literally.
Yeah.
So this is the fun thing. I can Pokeball it, which means I could literally create okay, so here's what it does. If I Pokeball it,
Well, just link me the barrier.
there you go.
You warp
Well, it's
the
all
void
part of
pocket
one.
into a large obstruction, a 5-foot diameter sphere with an empty space you choose. For the next minute while you're maintaining concentration in this spell, nothing can penetrate or move through the space. Then, as long as the barrier remains, you effectively can move.
She's going to put the barrier up and pull herself back as far as she can.
Your whole move if you want.
Yeah, she would move back as, avoiding the zombie that's prone on the ground. And yeah, it's up for a minute.
Yep. Probably
So-
less. The moment the barrier is up, you can feel. I'm not going to ask for a concentration check yet, but something's eating at it.
Okay.
Like you're giving it what it wants. And it's
Okay.
just munching at the gate.
So it wants to go through the gate.
Yep.
All right.
Or no, it doesn't want to. It wants the energy that the gate emits.
It wants the energy that the gate emits.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Knowing that, can't do that yet. She's going to get as far away from this thing as she can at the moment.
All right, just move
She has
your
an idea, and
6 squares.
ooh, no,
Oh, no, you can fly.
You can what?
No, sorry, I said 6 squares, but I don't remember what your flying speed is.
I can't fly.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, wrong game.
Yeah, you can fly.
I
can't
can fly.
Yep. I don't have wings. I like the wings, but I don't. I mean, it looks really pretty, but I don't get them. No, she's gonna cast. She's gonna bring up the spiritual weapon.
As a bonus action? Alright.
Mm-hmm.
To against what, the Prospector?
Yep.
That would be a miss.
13's gonna miss,
And Zred, what
but
do
it's
you
gonna.
do?
But
Oh.
it's up in its face.
It is, yeah.
There's this giant glowing staff that looks like hers.
All right. So there's still the person that's chained to the desk or something, right?
Yeah, but they're on the floor like this.
Nice.
They were shoved by a flying cabbage head.
Okay. I'm gonna see if there's something. There's some reason why they're chained to the desk, but we'll need to research that later.
Alright.
So there's still this other machine. So I am going to Toll of the Dead on the machine. 'Cause that does work, right?
Mhm.
So yep, wisdom saving throw. And let's see here.
Let me check. Yep. Ooh, I fail.
All right.
Nice.
So
Where did
roll
I
2d12.
Gosh, dang it. And this is a damaged one, yeah. So you know what? I'm just gonna.
Yeah, just
Open.
type in the roll 2d12. Sometimes easier than to try to find it on a sheet. That's an 11. It's looking worse for wear. But then it's his turn. And it starts to repair itself. And punch Eddard in the face.
Not
with
my
a
face.
Critical miss and a 25.
So can I do another bonus action?
Oh yes,
Oh,
sorry.
Technical difficulties? No, that's fine. I couldn't remember how it works because I don't play this system very often.
Yes, you're always allowed one action, one bonus, and one move.
Okay, because then I would do another technical difficulties on it then. I think that's the last.
All right. What else? Since the fireball was, instantaneous.
And it'd be the regeneration that I'd want to take from it.
Yeah, of course. All right, it's going back down to 59.
Sorry.
Fine, but it punches Eddard for 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Take that.
I'll get my revenge!
And
Haha, is that all you got?
well, it's your turn, Eddard.
All right. Well, you know what I'm gonna do.
Mm.
No.
Miss. Hit. Miss.
Ten. Haha.
Yeah, 10. It's starting to look rough and to malfunction. There are sparks flying out of its joints, and the legs are almost buckling over the sheer weight of itself, as if like the suspension, whatever, doesn't work as well. Is your turn? Is that all? Do you move?